Hallelujah! What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Week number 8. Yo, big shout out. Happy Father's Day to all you pops out there. Mad props, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We got to bring up the future. But I'm Zotek. Welcome, everybody. We got AK in the house. We got Skittles. And we have My Name is Jeff. And we are... Week number 8, man. We
Last
Bleed
week.
Racing Series, man. Last week we got champs. Next week, man, this is it's off the charts. So super excited. You know, of course, we're just going to run down our sponsors and give you guys a little update. The pilot prize purse is at $35.01 right now. So $35.01.
I hear you can make that bigger.
Yeah, we can make that big. Oh, no doubt I had a little something going on in my headphones. So, mad props to all the sponsors, and let's run down our list real quick. Of course, WeBleedFPV right now. We bleed. Anything that you do, purchase on the website, 5% goes directly back into the pilot prize purse. So we did hit that nice 3,500 mark. We are at 3,501. So we'll probably get a little bump, but that's pretty awesome, and really excited about that. Thank you to all the participating pilots, fans, customers, you name it, man. You definitely helped us out here achieving that. But running down the list of all of our sponsors that helped out to make this event what it is today. Of course, WeBleedFPV. We have FullSend FPV, NewBeeDrone, RailPro, Bill's House of Drones, Tiny Whoop, Velocidrone, FPV Exchange, Drone Nation, Drone Zone New Jersey, BETAFPV, and of course we are powered by Hydra FPV and our man behind the scenes Perspective Image. And I just want to take one more moment. We do have a special giveaway that we will be drawing the winner during our championship live broadcast. We did receive a gift from BETAFPV, the Cetus kind of FPV kit right here. So if you know a beginner that wants to get into FPV, this is a great beginner's kit learning program right here. You could jump on down to our WeBleedFPV Discord channel, look for the We Bleed prizes and contest giveaway channel, and boom, all you have to do is click on the red icon. You'll see, I think there's around like 40 of them right now, 40 potential. We're at 39 right now. So if you do want to win that, or if you know somebody, yeah, that's a great kit to have. But yeah, welcome guys, welcome all pilots. Congratulations, you made it to week number 8, and we're gonna kick it off right now. AK, it's on you, brother.
Yes, we are gonna get things going. So again, welcome everybody to week number 8. We're excited to be here. It's been a long haul, a lot of dedication out of all the teams. So I just want to do, of course, shout out to each individual people that are involved with this series. I know it's a lot of work, it really is. So I appreciate you guys showing up, being dedicated, and representing your teams each week, no matter what the outcomes are. So you guys are the real MVPs. So shout out to each and every one of you for being involved in this series. You guys know the drill. I mean, this is week number 8. We got tier 4 sitting out this week. So tier 5, 3, 2, 1, and captain, they're going to be rolling things out. Every team makes it to the championship. We'll talk a little bit at the end of the race today on how the championship format's going to work and get a lot more into detail on that. We'll release the track as well. But other than that, I mean, we're going to jump right into things and get things rolling here for week number 8. Tier 4, Tier 5 is going to be kicking things off. We'll be going right to Tier 3. I have all 7 pilots in here seated. You guys know the drill. I'll ask if there's any objections. That is your time to speak up. If there's no objections,
just one thing, AK. Guys, if you guys do us a favor, grab the link from our YouTube broadcast tonight. Could you please spread it around through social media? We got a lot of guys out there, it's kind of what we do is kind of on the underground. So the best way to get out there is word of mouth and using social media to get what we do out there to the world. And let's put on a good performance and show for everybody. So thank you.
Share, everybody. Share it away. So yeah, let's get things going. Then we're going to get heat number 1 going. Again, we'll stay tuned, especially for those of you that are pilots. At the end of the race here, we're going to really break down how champs work how champs works next week. It's pretty much, if you've ever made it to finals during any of these individual weeks, it's pretty much how champs works. It's all entirely relay race come championship. So But again, we'll get more into detail. Let's get underway. Let's get to racing. Skittles is here in the house. He's going to entertain you guys with the racing commentary per usual. Pilots, heat number 1, tier number 5. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right, looks like we have 7 pilots off. Hold on, let me turn this down here so I can hear.
Racer X 2020 in the lead right now, followed by Leafar and Scout, followed by Radioactive Grasslands, Leviticus, and Cyrus. Sirius. Go get him, kid.
And right now, let's see, who was the leading pilot?
Racer X.
Tier 5.
Following with Racer X is looking pretty strong right now.
Like
Oh,
Leviticus
slight bobble right there.
had the
Springs
top time.
Leafar.
Leafar second overall. Wow, these pilots under 80 seconds on the leaderboard.
Well, they're really pushing it.
Let's see what we get on this first heat. Yeah, it looks like Leafar still holding on to the lead here in the 3rd lap, but oh, Scout just overtakes him. Racer X and Radioactive battling for that 3rd spot. Grasslands.
Radioactive just took him right there. But
Grasslands
Racer X is
5th.
right behind him.
Cyrus and Leviticus battling for that last spot. So it looks like Scout and Leafar are coming around here. The last couple gates there right on top of each other going over. And Scout gets the win just ahead of Leafar. What'd they run there? What? 186, 87? So 1 second apart. Radioactive comes in 3rd. Then Racer X in 4th. Grasslands in 5th. Looks like Cyrus is going to finish in 6th. And Leviticus in 7th.
Nice job, guys.
Good racing, pilots.
I'm getting some weird here. So there's like quads everywhere on my track.
Oh,
Just like hanging out.
on the ground.
Yeah,
I
I've
see
had that
that.
happen a few times. I can unlock the room if you want to hop out and hop back in.
Yeah, I might need to because like
Go for it.
literally they're scattered throughout the whole entire course.
Yeah, go ahead and hop out. I'll wait for you.
Alright, sorry.
No, don't be sorry, you're good. It's the best time to speak up on it.
Oh, yeah.
So while we wait just a quick moment here, so this track is actually inspired and designed by Wildtype. If you guys are familiar, he designed this track as a 5-inch track, and we dumbed it down and made it small. And this is week 8. So that's a big reason why you see multi-GP gates being utilized as well.
Yeah, I saw that Monday when he posted this video from last Sunday, and I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, same track in a sense, right?
Yeah,
Slightly
close.
different. Pretty close,
Pretty
though.
close,
Pretty
yeah.
close. So I just need Grasslands back.
Also, if Zotac purposely mispronounces my name again, I will object every single heat.
Oh, do you know you're allowed to have 1 count if it's a viable reason?
Is purposely mispronouncing my name? Okay.
You have to have your controller disconnect or lag out of the line.
He was
We
so
can add
mad
that
that
to the
his name
rules
was
next year.
disconnected.
We
You have
can
to
add that
prove
to the
it.
rules next year if you want.
I will be making an appeal next year.
No,
Yeah.
Alrighty, I have
no.
all 7 pilots back in here, so that small hiccup, we're going to go ahead and get things underway right away. Heat number 2, any objections? Good luck, pilots, here we go.
And they're off.
All right, so we got Leviticus out front this time. A whole shot. Scout, followed by Scout, Leafar, Grasslands, Radioactive, Cyrus, and Racer X. Going around lap number 1 over. What do we want to call that area? Little huts. Anyway, oh, Leviticus with a little tap. Let's see if anyone's able to pass him. Oh, another tap. So that gives Scout and Leaf Fair the pass. Grasslands also up in the mix now. So on lap number 2, we got Scout out in front, just a gate or two ahead of Leaf Fair. Grasslands in 3rd, Leviticus in 4th. Racer X has worked his way up into 5th. Radioactive 6th, and Cyrus in 7th. So going on to lap number 3 here, Scout, who took the win in the first heat, is looking good on heat number 2. He's 5 or so gates ahead of Leaf Fair, and then Leviticus has worked his way back up into 3rd, Grasslands in 4th, Radioactive and Racer X battling for 5th and 6th, and Cyrus 7th. Looks like Scout's going to come around and finish up in 1st place. Leaf Fair has a pretty good gap between him and Leviticus. He takes 2nd. Leviticus coming in for 3rd. Radioactive and Grasslands right next to each other battling. Oh, someone hits the multi-GP gate. But Radioactive still finishes 4th, Grasslands 5th, Racer X 6th, and Cyrus in 7th.
Quick update on points. We have Gratuitous Violets with 20, not quite the same but close. We have Wob Wob Whoop with 5, Rapid Warnings with 10, Beep Boop Boop with 16, Anal Grinders with 4, Decepticons with 6, and No Cap All Gas with 1.
That looks like different scores.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. Alrighty, so any objections? Beat number 3. Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
Alright, so top 3 spots have been the same so far. Let's see what we have in heat number 3. Looks like Leviticus out early, but a little bobble and a couple people pass him. Oh, and now a full crash drops him all the way down. Looks like Racer X is out in front, Leaf Fair in 2nd, Grasslands in 3rd, Scout in 4th, Leviticus is back in the 5th, Radioactive in 6th, and Cyrus in 7th. So Racer X going around onto lap number 2 in 1st place. Oh, but he hits a flag. Good recovery. Doesn't lose too much time. Still holding the lead by a gate or so over Leaf Fair.
Racer X picked up one of those AK binding flies. That's why he's crushing. I'm just saying.
Nice.
That very likely. And Racer X coming around now. He takes a wide. He goes all the way around the flag when he goes over the top area. And coming into lap number 3, he has a decent lead over Scout, who just goes on to lap number 3 now. But he does have a tap of the gate. He recovers. Oh, but he's wobbling all around. And Scout does get the pass. Only one pilot. Oh, but then Leviticus jumps in his screen for a second too. They're battling over the over-under. And Racer X has a full crash trying to keep up. Looks like Scout and Leviticus are a gate or so apart, going through the final couple gates. Looks like Scout's going to take it, and he does, just ahead of Leviticus. We got Grasslands and Racer X battling for that 3rd spot. Grasslands takes it just ahead of Racer X. Leaf Fair in 5th this time. Radioactive in 6th. Cyrus in 7th. So that's 3 in a row for Scout.
Yes, indeed. Whose team is he on? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Got rid of that 80. Got rid of that 80 field of view.
Oh yeah, he was flying.
He was running 80 field of view the whole season.
The stock.
Holy heck!
He sent us his DVR, and we're like, "What are you?
Like,
what are you doing?"
Oh man!
Yeah.
Well, you
But
guys
literally
helped him out tremendously.
just this week.
What's he running now?
I don't know, Scout. What are you up to?
I hope at least 150.
121, right?
He said he was moving it up throughout
A lot
the
of
week.
personal preference, but I'd say
Yes,
at least
yes.
I'm up to 130.
Yeah.
Oh, all the way up to 130 now.
Good for you, man. Good for you. That's a good one. I fly 131. So all right. We are looking for any objections. Heat number 4.
Oh shit!
That's an objection on OG Dr. Love, but he's not in this heat, so here we go.
My mic.
I'm totally messing with you, bro.
All right, we got 7 pilots off again. Scout has the whole shot. Leviticus right behind him, same with Racer X. Grasslands and Leaf Fair just behind them with Radioactive. And Cyrus in 7th, though, but actually Radioactive falls down to 7th as I say that. Scout out front, ooh, cuts it real close going over the top there. Through and around the pole onto lap number 2. He is just a gate ahead of Leviticus. Leviticus trying to track him down. Racer X another gate or two behind them. Let's see if we can go. Oh, Leviticus does pass as I switch screens. So we got Leviticus out in front now, and Leafair also made the pass on Scout. Scout passes him right back. Racer X in 4th. Grasslands in 5th. Cyrus in 6th. And Radioactive currently in 7th. Alright, going on to the final lap. Leviticus has the lead. He's got it by a decent amount. He can break the perfect streak for Scout as long as he holds it together. He's got 8+ gate lead right now over Leafair. Scout in 3rd, Grasslands in 4th, Racer X in 5th. Radioactive holding on. Oh, bumped up in the 5th spot. Racer X must have had a big crash. He fall all the way back to 7th. And Leviticus does. He finishes up in his 1st place. Scout coming around, battles his way back up in a 2nd. Leafair in 3rd. Grasslands looks like he's going to take 4th, and he does. Radioactive in 5th. Cyrus versus Racer X for that 6th spot, and it looks like Cyrus is going to come around and finish up in 6th. Puts a point on the board for his team there, and Racer X takes a 7th that time.
Good job, guys.
All right, so up to Cyans get a win.
We have Gratuitous Violets with 38, Wild Wild Whoop with 9. Roundorians currently at 13, Beep Boop Boop at 24. We have Angle Grinders at 14, Decepticons at 24, and No Cap All Gas currently with 2 points. Pilots, this is your 5th and final heat to come. Tier 3, hope you guys are ready. Tier 4 sits out, so you are up next. Any objections? Good luck, Pilots, heat number 5.
All right, we got everyone out again. Looks like Scout has the early hole shot. Racer X, oh, but he drops way back. Racer X out in front now. Leviticus, Leafair, Scout battling his way back up. Radioactive in 5th, Grasslands in 6th, and Cyrus in 7th. Coming around lap number 1. Looks like Leviticus makes the pass right at the end of the lap to go on to lap number 2 as the leader, but as I say that, he hits the gate, but good recovery. And then another couple of crashes allow Racer X and Leafair push ahead of him. Grasslands in 4th, Cyrus in 5th, Scout back in 6th this time, and Radioactive in 7th. So going on to lap number 3, it looks like Racer X is holding the lead just ahead of Leafair. Oh, but Leafair passes them right before the end of the lap, going on to number 3, and Leviticus has battled his way back up after some bobbles. Oh, and then just makes another crash right there. Leafair takes him back over. Scout has battled his way all the way back up in the 2nd here by the 3rd lap. It looks like this one is going to be Leafair's unless he has a bobble. Coming around, going over the top, the final ladder, and around the final couple gates, spinning the last pole. Ooh, and Scout almost caught up, but Leafair takes it there. Leviticus in 3rd, Radioactive just ahead of Grasslands for 4th, and it looks like Cyrus, Racer X, they're right close to each other, coming around the last ladder through the gates. Looks like Cyrus is going to take 6th, and Racer X in 7th. So another new winner there. Leafair taking it down for people.
Unlocked.
That was 5? Okay.
Yep, that was 5.
Yeah.
Moving on along.
All right, Tier 3s, you are up. Please to the lobby. Tier 3s to the lobby now.
Hell is looking solid there.
Who?
The whole
Who
time.
was?
Scout was looking really solid.
Oh, Scout's insane, dude. He's been crushing it all season.
I'm flying tier 3 for Toxic, by the way.
Thank you.
Reckless is flying for Jason.
Is this guy here?
Yes. Big smiles.
Of course, the week that I can't race, Jason has to sit out.
So, so Cyrus, you're flying for Toxic, right?
Yes.
Toxic.
Cyrus is flying for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm flying
All
for
right.
Toxic.
That's it, just making sure. Thank you. Skittles is in here. Ground. Zoti is mine. It's here. Which way is here? Reckless is flying for Jasus. And Cyrus is flying for Thompson. Okay, I have all 7 pilots. We're going to get right into things. Heat number 1, tier number 3. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. Heat number 1. Alrighty, so we're going to go on board and watch our top team sitting right now. We're going to watch Mr. FPV Skittles. We just got graced by his excellent commentating over that last round, and we'll be hearing from him in the later rounds as well. But as of now, he'll be focusing. Let's see if he can get it down by the end of the day to be able to announce while he races. I'm just kidding, but he is currently sitting in that number 4 spot, trying to chase down Zotek. They're both battling out right over the canopies at the same time, hitting the Jacob's Ladder descent into the left. Sweet final here. And then we're going to hook our U-turn around the pylon, stay high, quick little under-over, drop back down into a left sweep, corkscrew over. We are working the ladder up. Skittles has now worked his way into the number 2nd place. Reckless just passed him. Right as I say that, Skittles gets the pass back on the number 2. Mayan Hawk, your current leader, ahead by 2 gates on the pack. We're about to go into lap number 3. Reckless, Skittles right on top of each other. Reckless has a tighter ladder. Skittles goes a little wide there, allows Reckless to pull away in that number 2 spot. Let's see, we're now on to lap 3. Skittles still has the sights of Reckless. Mayan Hawk kind of doing his own thing in front of the pack here, pulling away from the group just a little bit. Even one bobble, though, could change things. He definitely has a comfortable lead in that number 1 spot. Reckless 2. Zotek gets past Freshbread, takes up the 4 spot here. Skittles has fallen behind about 2 gates on Reckless, so safe to say he is securing that 3rd place. And here he comes around for the number 3. Mayan Hawk 1, Reckless 2, FPV Skittles 3. Zotek's coming around now, takes the 4. Here comes Freshbread up the left sweep, hard pin turn into the number 5 spot. Cyrus tearing up twice, pulling in a number 6 position and gaining ground. Still has about 15 gates to go on his 3rd and final lap. Gaining ground crosses that finish line, so that is going to conclude heat number 1. Give you guys just a few here, about 30 seconds, and we will launch heat number 2. It's nice and quiet in this lobby as many of our announcers are actually sitting here racing right now. It's definitely very serious face for a lot of these pilots getting ready to run their next heats. And I'm going to call it now. I'm looking for any objections. Heat number 2 about to launch. Good luck, pilots. No objections. Here we go.
I got this one, AK, if you want.
Cool. Take it.
Alright, out the gate. Looked like Reckless got the whole shot. Let's let him spread out here just a little bit. Reckless still out in the lead. Mayan Hawk, FPV Skittles, gaining ground. Cyrus, Zotek, and Freshbread. Mayan Hawk right on the tail of Reckless right now. Right over the top of the awnings as they go into that ladder down. Mayan Hawk still looking at the tail of Reckless. Let's look back at FPV Skittles as he's not too far away from Mayan Hawk now. Going up and over the awning. Zotek not too far away from him. They spread out pretty well this round, but let's see if Mayan Hawk can catch up to Reckless. He is just spending the rest of the race watching the tail end of the the Cyan. Oh, he's right on top of him. Now it is a race. Over the top of the awning, through the top. Minehawk get the lead just ahead of Reckless and finishes up in the head. Man, what a race. Your finishing order: Minehawk, Reckless, FPV Skittles, Zotek, Freshbred, Cyrus, and Game Ground.
You guys with an update on points here in just a moment. All right, here comes your points totals. We have Gatuda's Violets sitting out with 58 points. We have Wild Wild Whoop with 9. We have Rab DeLoreans with 25. We have Beep Boop Whoop with 54. We have Angle Grinders with 20. We have Decepticons with 46. And No Cap All Gas are currently sitting with 5 points. We're going to go on to heat number 3. Any objections?
I'm going to call this an AK Velocidrone just crashed on me.
So we're going to go on forward with our current ace-to-ace back-to-back winner, Minehawk here, sitting out front in the first 2 heats, first place, solidifying 20 points out of his team's 54 with 3 heats left to go. So definitely putting on some great points. Minehawk representing the Beep Boop Whoop as we are working around heat number 3 here. Reckless out in the lead, Freshbred 2, Minehawk 3, but they're all on top of each other. Seeing Zotek right there in the mix as well in the 4. Skittles right behind Zotek in the 5. Gaining ground and Cyrus having their own little battle in the back of the pack, about 5-6 gates behind the rest of the pilots here. As Minehawk's chasing down Reckless. Reckless is dialing in for sure and just getting consistently faster throughout these rounds here, but man, Minehawk is not letting up easy. He is actually closing the gap, and here it is. He is now right with Reckless. So if Minehawk continues to keep those tight lines like he did in lap number 2, it's safe to say he will take Reckless. But if Reckless is able to start tightening up his lines, he might be able to hold him off. Just inch by inch, Minehawk is tighter and tighter and tighter and slowly closing that gap, and there it is. He gets the pass, and he's going to come around for the finish. Looks like Reckless has some troubles. Skittles now in the 3, Zotek 4, Freshbred 5, Cyrus 6, gaining ground 7. Minehawk comes around for another win. Well done. 30 out of possible 30 points. He is bringing the heat this week. Strong second place finish. Reckless Skittles comes in 3rd on that one. Zotek's going to take the 4. Freshbred rounding it out with a 5th place finish. We got 6th and 7th still to be determined. Cyrus comes around for the 6th. And Gaining Ground's going to take the 7th place finish on this one. Still 9 gates to go. As soon as Gaining Ground gets across that finish line, we'll do about 15-20 seconds and we will get things launched for heat number 4. Round 2, Tier 3, battling it out here on week number 8 of the WeBleed eSports Whoop Series. Didn't even get a WeBleed out of that. There it is. Alright, guys.
Can you unlock the lobby? Sorry.
Yes, alright. It's in the works and it is now unlocked.
Thank you.
Gaining Ground left the session. Not sure why. Still got 2 more heats to go for him. Gaining Ground to the lobby. Please voice yourself otherwise. And there's Jeff. Perfect timing. So we're going to lock this room, throw Gaining Ground in for flying. I have all 7 pilots. This is heat number 4. Good luck, guys.
Looks like whole shot goes back to Reckless again, sorry. Mayan Hawk in 2nd. FPV Skittles Gaining Ground, Cyrus, Zotek, Freshbred. A little bit battle going on between Cyrus and FPV Skittles. My vote's probably going to go for FPV Skittles to get around Gaining Ground and Cyrus. Solid pilot. Reckless still out in the lead, but they're on top of one another, actually. as we've seen this just 2 races ago. Oh man, it's too close to call right now. Reckless out in the front. Maya and Hawk right on top of one another, just battling back and forth here. Reckless right on his tail. I'm sure he's seeing that drone dance in front of his screen as we start our last lap. Oh, and as Reckless squeezes right by him, but they both go down. Reckless maintains that lead though by 3 gates. Reckless, Mindhawk, Zotek, FPV Skittles, Cyrus, Fresh Bread, and Gaining Ground to round out your field. And it looks like Reckless, if he can hold everything together, is going to pull out this win. He does, followed by Mindhawk. Zotek not too far away from him.
No, fuck.
Oh, and FPV Skittles was right there, right on top of him, followed by Cyrus coming to roll around on his. Oh, announcer's first allowing Fresh Bread to get around him.
I love it.
Fresh Bread Fresh Bread finishes, Cyrus finished, and Gaining Ground finished.
All right, so Reckless sweeps out that perfect out of Mayan Hawk. Still a strong finish for Mayan Hawk in that second place spot, but wow. Let's see. Alrighty, so here's an update on points right quick for these pilots. We'll have it up on the screen here shortly for our viewers at home. There it is. Gratuitous Violets with 68. Wild Wild Whoop with 9. Rab DeLoreans with 35. Beep Boop Boop in first currently with 72. Angle Grinders with 24. Decepticons with 64. And No Cap. All Gas running out with 7 points. Right behind Wild Wild Whoop with 9. Pilots, this is your 5th and final heat. After this, Tier 2, you're up, so be ready. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. You want to call it again, Joe?
Yep. Right. Dude gets a whole shot this time. It will be Reckless again, but a mistake allows... Okay, there's a lot going on here. A lot of mistakes. Too many names and colors flashing on my screen here. FPV Skittles, your current leader, followed right on top of by Fresh Bread. Fresh Bread overtakes him. Skittles, Zotek, Gaining Ground, Reckless, Mayan Hawks, Cyrus. Fresh Bread holding on to that lead, followed closely behind FPV Skittles. And Zotek right on his tail. We got a 1-2-3 battle here. Every corner I'm seeing quad. Fresh Bread, Skittles, Zotek, and they're within 1 gate of each other. I'm still seeing 2 to 3 drones in my view the entire time. Rounding your start pillar for lap number 3 is Fresh Bread, Skittles, Zotek. Oh, mistake by Fresh Bread gets him down to 4th. So now battling out right now is FPV Skittles and Reckless. Fresh Bread currently in your 3rd spot. Mayan Hawk, Zotek, Gaining Ground, and Cyrus. Let's see who's going to get this 29. About 2 gates left. Reckless in the lead. As long as he finishes around this pillar, he's got it. Followed by FPV Skittles. Right on top of Hawk, Fresh Bread, Zotek, Gaining Ground, and Cyrus. What a race.
Wow. Good finish. Nice one for Reckless there, too.
We went
Good
flying
job.
this morning.
Good racing, guys.
6 o'clock in the morning.
What just happened?
Ugh. I need to practice more. I'm 78. Decent.
Fuck.
Alrighty. That's going to finish up our Tier 3. Tier 2s, you are welcome to join the lobby now. Excited to release the Champs track tonight for everybody. It's definitely going to be the longest track you've flown of the actual season. Similar to the length of track 3 length and tryouts, but not as difficult. Track 3 was pretty tough. Definitely has some tough aspects to it. Be an interesting one to say the least. Nice big gates though are in it for the most part as well. But a lot of gates. I think it's somewhere in the 50s, 60 range on amount of gates. So Tier 2 to the lobby, please. Tier 2 to the lobby. It's Blunty is here. Lifty's here. RailPro. Looking for a ZDZ. I'm looking for a Jose.
RailPro with a sub 70. Oh, and Swifty with a 69.999.
Alright, I have all 7 pilots. Here they are. That was nice and quick. Thank you. After this round, we do take a break before we go to our Tier 1s, but I have all 7 pilots for Tier 2s ready to roll. We're going to get things going. Any objections, pilot C number 1? Alright, good luck.
I'll let you have this one if you want.
All right, so we got Swifty, or RailPro and Swifty as the top 2 qualifiers. Let's see how it works out. We got 7 quads in the air. It looks like RailPro is actually must have had an early crash. He's in last. We got Easy Racer out in front, ZDZ and Swifty in switching for second, Bella in 4th, Blunty in 5th, RailPro in 6th, and Jose in 7th, but just switched. So Swifty's battle is way up to front. Going on to lap number 2. This is normally where the Rabdalorians start to make their push towards the front. But ZDZ actually has the lead right now. He is just ahead of Easy Racer. They're switching back and forth. You can see them both in the screen. Looks like ZDZ has a quicker spin around there, and around the last pole going into the 3rd lap, he has a slight lead over Swifty and Easy Racer and Blunty. Everyone right there packed up close together. We got just like 5 gates from the front to the back. Any crash is going to send you into last place. ZDZ does a little back and forth over. Easy Racer does like a full spin, and Easy has a slight lead going into the final ladder here. They spin around. ZDZ takes it super tight, but Easy is still just out ahead. And around the final pole, Easy takes the win. ZDZ in 2nd, Swifty in 3rd, Blunty in 4th, Bella in 5th, and RailPro in 6th, and Jose in 7th. Wow, some tight racing there. We had 75 seconds up top and 82 seconds in 7th, so only 7 seconds from top to bottom.
Very impressive.
1st, 2nd, and 3rd, all within 0.5 seconds of each other on that one.
Wow.
So, anyone's game here. Looks like Cyans might be near the lead now, or pushing up close there. Looks like
Still back by 4. Or no, Cyans are in the lead by 4.
Cyans are in the lead now.
With 80 and Beep-Boop with 79. But we'll update on points after Heat 2. Any objections on Heat number 2 pilots?
Rabdalorian's 43, so they have to make up 40-something points over.
Right, here we go, pilots. Heat number 3.
These next
Or 2.
They can do that. All right, let's see. And we're off. We got everyone in the air. RailPro with the early hole shot. Blunty in 2nd, ZDZ. Easy Racer, Jose, Bella, and Swifty, who just took that one down in 7th this time. But the field is real packed up. As I say that, ZDZ has a crash, drops from the top to the bottom. In 6th place now. RailPro the lead, just ahead over Blunty. RailPro on his 2nd lap, going around under the area, up the ladder, over the top with his nice acro move there. Oh, he missed the gate. He has to circle back around, but he had enough of a lead that just caught Easy Racer up with him there. So Easy's right on him now, going around the ladder. The last couple gates around the pole into lap number 3. Easy just on him. Blunty and Bella a few gates back. Swifty in 5th, ZDZ in 6th, and Jose in 7th. RailPro split S-ing over the top. Uses the... Oh, he misses the recharge gate, but that's not actually a gate. He didn't have to go back for it, but he does anyway. Gets a little more speed to finish off in 1st place that round. Easy Racer just behind him, though. That was close. Blunty in 3rd. Bella looks like he's going to finish up in 4th, but Swifty's right on him, and Bella does get in 4th. Swifty in 5th. Jose in 6th. ZDZ in 7th. So...
Right. I'm going to update you guys on points right quick. We'll be having that here just on our screen from the viewers at home, so you can follow along. There it is, Gratuitous Pilots with 86 points. Wild Wild Whoop with 11. We have Rabdalorian sitting at 45. Beep Boop Boop at 89. Decepticons at 92. and No Cap All Gas with 13. Who's going to be first to 100? It's close between 3 teams. We'll see.
If Easy can pick up a second, he'll make it. Or first.
Let's see, well, first or second for Easy will solidify it. All right, pilots, heat number 3. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Heat 3. Here we go.
All right. Heat number 3 looks like we've got 3 teams out ahead. Rab DeLorean's trying to catch one of those teams. RailPro with a nice early first couple gates. He puts about a couple gate lap on the field already. Right out of the gate. Oh, but then he has a crash and drops all the way down into 4th place. Swifty, Easy, and Blunty all pass him. Jose in 5th, Bella in 6th, and ZDZ in 7th. On lap number 2, Easy's got the lead, but Swifty and Blunty are right on him. Easy going around, looking to get that 100. He also does a shimmy back and forth. I was mistaken. I thought he'd wear a split S, but looks like... Oh no, that's Blunty. Excuse me, I was on the wrong screen. Easy Racer, first place, going into lap number 3. Swifty just behind him. RailPro and Blunty right there in the mix for 3rd and 4th. Easy and Swifty are now switching places. Who's it going to be? Swifty, Easy back ahead, but Swifty right on top of him. Swifty can see him going over. They're going into the final ladder. It looks like
Swifty.
Easy had it slightly tasked. Oh, Swifty missed one of the gates and had to circle back. Oh, and that bumps him from 2nd to 4th. Blunty and RailPro pass him, but Jose, Bella, and ZDZ still yet to finish up. So, a close race in there. Swifty pushing all out, just misses the gate, just has to circle around, costs him less than a second probably, but enough time for Blunty and RailPro to jump up ahead. RailPro, battling back from a mid-race crash, gets back up into 3rd.
This fellow's looking real good, man.
Yep, he's got the fastest individual laps almost every round. 22.5.
Alrighty, pilots. Heat number 4. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right, number 4 of 5.
We bleed.
Cyans with Easy's win there go over 100. They're looking good for the relay. Swifty. Oh, we got RailPro out front. We got Easy Racer in 2nd, ZDZ in 3rd, Blunty in 4th, Jose in 5th, Swifty in 6th, and Bella in 7th. Looks like RailPro and Easy Racer are on top of each other again, going into lap number 2. RailPro puts maybe about a gate lead in the slalom there on Easy Racer. Blunty a couple gates behind Easy. Looks like RailPro just running away with it. Oh, but Easy hits the top of the over-under, and that allows Blunty to pass him. Then he has a full crash. Looks like ZDZ is going to pass him also. So RailPro out in front, Blunty in 2nd, ZDZ in 3rd. Easy trying to push back up. He's right there on ZDZ. He gets ZDZ going into the 3rd lap, but they're still battling back and forth. RailPro's got a 5 or 6 gate lead on Blunty. Blunty 5 or 6 gates on Easy, but Easy's in turbo mode. There's not enough track left, it looks like, unless Blunty has crashed. Coming around the final ladder. RailPro's already finished up. Blunty gonna take 2nd. Easy catching up a little bit, taking 3rd. Jose looks like he's gonna have his best finish here in 4th, unless Swifty gets him right here at the line. Nope. Jose 4th, Swifty 5th. Bella gonna be in 6th, and ZDZ in 7th.
An update on points.
69 that time for RailPro. Wow.
We have Gratuitous Violets with 102, Wild Wild Whoop with 17, Rap Orions with 51, Beep Boop Boop with 105, Ingle Grinders with 36, Decepticons with 108, and No Cap All Gas with 15. This is your 5th and final heat, pilots. Any objections? Good luck, pilots.
So
Look,
3 teams
pilots.
over. 3 teams over 100, and the next closest is 51. Need some major makeup by Daylight and Rab, which could definitely get it done, but you need a lot of zeros out of one of the top teams there. Anyway, we've got RailPro out front and Easy Racer battling again. Bella's right up with them. Swifty in the mix in 4th. Jose Blunty and ZDZ rounding it out this last heat. Looks like RailPro in the lead going into lap number 2. He's got about half a gate on Easy Racer. Swifty a couple gates back. Easy has a bump and Swifty catches up with him. Bella in 4th has a bobble, drops him back behind Blunty and Jose. We still got RailPro out front by a gate or 2 ahead of Easy Racer. Swifty in 3rd, Blunty in 4th. Going into the last lap now. RailPro looks like he's got it in hand here. He's extending his lead slightly on Easy, but any bobble could catch them back up. As I say that, Easy Racer goes down. Swifty passes him for 2nd place. Blunty also passes Easy. Jose in 5th. ZDZ in 6th and Bella in 7th. RailPro coming around, taking another win. Swifty coming in for a 2nd place. Easy Racer passed Blunty back. He looks like he's going to take a 3rd. Blunty is going to take 4th. Jose just behind him in 5th. ZDZ going to finish up in 6th and Bella in 7th. All right, so RailPro really solid set there. He won most of them.
I got a 108 or 68. I got a 68 there.
Right, so that came.
Oh, a 68 overall. Nice. Or your time. Yeah.
Our tier 2 pilots. Tier 1, you are up next. We are about to head to break. Hit you guys with some sponsor updates and talk a little bit about some things. But in the meantime, tier 1, you can get to the room. But for those of you do have a few minute break here, about 5 minutes.
Hey everybody, Zotek here with WeBleedFPV.com, and today we're going to do an unboxing of our Whoop House drone racing gate kit. What's hanging in your Whoop House? So with our Whoop House gate kit, you're going to get 2 collapsible gates. They do come with bungee cords. You're going to get 4 supporting legs, 2 packets of Velcro, pair of suction bases, a set of aluminum tabletop stands, a pair of earth spikes, and a pair of magnet bases. And that completes the Whoop House gate kit. The purpose of this package is all about enhancing your Whoop House experience. Maybe for drone racing, freestyle, or casual play. I'm Zotek from WeBleedFPV.com. Please visit our website for more details, and thank you. We truly appreciate the support from this amazing community.
And then get his ass kicked.
No doubt.
It was great. I like how he tried to like snake him too, like act like he was walking away and then just went in.
No doubt,
Dude,
man.
dude just wrecked him.
Wrecked. We are live. All right, guys. We're ready to rock and roll. Keep this machine going.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some action coming up. Tier 1.
Well, tier 1, then captains, then of course our top 3 teams. And honestly, with how things are working out right now, it's really going to be a miracle to not see the top 3 teams that are currently in top 3 not make it. Truly going to have to see something crazy happen, because the closest
Magical.
team right now is, let's see, 56 points behind. Oh, no, 47 points behind. I guess it's
Doable.
possible.
It's definitely
But
possible. We
we
got
basically
Daylight
need
and Rab.
OG Dr. Love and Leviathan to pretty much get all 6th and 7th places in order for them to be able to make it. So we'll see.
What's the scores right now?
We have Gratuitous with 106, Wild Wild Whoop with 19, Rapid Warriors with 59, Beepoo Whoop with 115, Angle Grinders with 37, Decepticons with 114, No Cap All Gas with 15.
I need my team to do me good this week. I'm burnt out.
Beep Boop Loop is in first right now, man.
Yeah.
Guys are holding it down so far.
Uh-huh.
It's a very strong
I need
performance
to
on
have to
everyone.
learn this track.
Oh man, gotta love it.
This is fun. This
Has
is
it
a
been
great track.
closer than this for the top 3 teams yet? I don't know if it has.
No, I don't think we've seen anything
not
this
for
close and
3.
this quickly pulling away too. I need Vanadium to the room, Vanadium to the room. I need Daylight to the room, Daylight to the room.
On my way, AK.
All right. Vanadium, by the way, just to shout him out a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw, he is one of the fastest pilots here in Arizona. Doesn't necessarily do too much social media posting, so you guys may never have seen his videos, but nonetheless, one of the fastest pilots out of Arizona, hands down, in real life whooping. This recent Thursday, he pulled a double ace and took that win on the Thursday night race. So very strong performance out of Vanadium. Nice shout out to him. I chased him in that 2nd place finish spot. So it was some good racing, and it's always exciting to see Vanadium come back because there's points where he stops flying, it seems like, and then he comes back, and then he's back for a few weeks in a row, and all of a sudden he's back to being crazy fast. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of him, and hopefully catching him at Whooptopia 2022 as well. Got a lot of big names coming out for Whooptopia 2022 already confirmed. A lot of people want to fight for that title this year.
Nice.
If you're planning on coming, be ready for ticket sales. The goal is to have ticket sales open within August 1st is the plan. And me and Skittles were talking about it. We think we'll sell out in about a month this year. We'll see.
I would have to agree with that.
Get all my stuff
I would
together.
say a month is safe. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if it's quicker though.
It could be. It definitely could be. I mean, as we are keeping it at 64 pilots. So there's, that's going to be limited action for sure.
So it only takes 64 hours.
Not at our pace. We'll get through it real quick.
He's on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the idea behind that is, especially we're going same amount of pilots as we've always done, 64, but we're opening it up to 3 days, which is really going to be a much bigger focus on not just individual racing has always been the major focus of Whooptopia, and teams kind of like a side fun thing. This year to come is going to be just as equally as focused on teams and individual large prize pools for both sides. Really cool team race format where you will be putting together your own teams and buying in, kind of like Mayhem style. A lot of information to come out on that. But also with that, the idea behind it is for us to only have no longer than an 8-hour day at the actual event. So that way we can enjoy more time at like the Whoop House, so to speak. So we're not heading over to the Whoop House at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, more so 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it'll be hopefully less tiresome for everyone this year as well.
Sounds amazing.
Let's see here. So who am I missing? Oh, never mind. I have all. Wait, no, I don't. Who am I missing?
If it's only gonna be 64, then I'm in my prediction from a month to a week.
Oh wow, you think a week?
If it's only 64 people.
So all the locals were like, "Hey, there's we have a lot of pilots here in Arizona that typically attend Whooptopia. Last couple of years, at least half. We normally have about 35 to 40 of the pilots are Arizona pilots. So it's going to be January 15th, 16th, 17th, which is Martin Luther King Day weekend.
Sweet.
So it'll be Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
If it goes a week, I'll be surprised.
Really? I mean, I know that a lot of
right
people
away.
are wanting to. I know a lot of the locals were saying that, especially at the Thursday night race. They're like, "Can you let us know before everyone else?" I'm like, "No," but I encourage you to buy tickets as quickly as possible. And just so you know, price for individual will still be remained at the original price we have done the last 2 years, which is $60. And then team racing will be $10 per pilot, $50 a team, 5-man teams.
like that idea.
What happens
Yeah,
when people
I say a week.
don't come or something?
So I always do a waiting list too, because that's guaranteed. People drop out. I'd say last year 11 pilots dropped out. So a lot of people would be like, oh, I want to get in, hey, I'm sold out and I got 6 people on the waiting list and they think that's the end of the road. I'm like, no, trust me, let me put you on that waiting list. You'd be surprised how many people buy a ticket and unfortunately can't make the travel work. So, so it's definitely worth it. If you don't get in on those ticket buys, make sure you get on that waiting list. We typically last 2 years we've been able to fill up almost the whole waiting list. So it's pretty cool.
I also don't want to buy a ticket and then not be able to go, but I'll buy a ticket now and knowing that you can probably replace it.
You're more than welcome to transfer it and sell it to someone else. I also offer refunds up until 7 days before the event as well. So
yeah, we could do it and get it.
After 7 days, unfortunately, I can't, only because we got a lot of race op stuff to get organized, and it kind of makes it a pain when we got to make a lot of changes.
Yeah, that seems really generous. So
yeah, it's reasonable for sure. Alrighty, pilots, I got all 7 in here. Tier 1, we're gonna get things underway. Heat number 1, you guys know the drill. Any objections? Okay, good luck, pilots. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
All right, everyone's off. We got 7 pilots in the air. It looks like on the leaderboard, Bry5 is the top. He's in 6th overall. But right now, Johnny Fly out front with OG Dr. Love and Daylight battling for 2nd. Bry5's in that 4th spot. Jay in 5th, Pro Dangles in 6th, and Vanadium, AK just talking about, in 7th right now. So going into lap number 2, Johnny is a couple gates ahead of Bry5 and OG, who are on top of each other. So let's go to that battle. We got OG Dr. Love right behind Bry5 going into the final spin here. Up over the top. Bry5 takes a slightly higher angle. OG is on top of him. Who's going to spin around the last pole the quickest? It looks like it's only the 3rd lap, and I was pretending like it was the end. And now we're on to the 3rd lap, and OG has a little crash there, drops him back behind Bry5. We got Johnny out front by about 5 gates. Jay and OG are now tied up together. Daylight just behind them. Pro Dangles and Vanadium in 6th and 7th. So Johnny comes around, finishes up in 1st place for the Angle Grinders. Deceptive Science takes 2nd from Bry5. OG takes a 3rd for the Gratuitous Violets. Jay for No Cap All Gas takes a 4th place. Daylight a 5th. Pro Dangles for Beep Boop Boop a 6th, and Vanadium takes a 7th for Wild Wild Blue. Oh, and Daylight's on Rap DeLoreans.
Alrighty, pilots, that concludes heat number 1. We're getting ready for heat number 2. Any objections? Good luck, pilots.
Alright, so Johnny, continuing on his dominance from last week, I think he won 4 out of 5 last week also. And it takes the first one here. So out early in this heat, Bry5 actually has the lead as Johnny goes down under the table area. Bry5 out just ahead of OG Dr. Love, Jay, Pro Dangles, Johnny Fly, Daylight in 6th, and Vanadium in 7th. So Bry5 holding the lead, looking super solid, going around onto his 2nd lap, up the ladder. Oh, a small little tap. That allows OG to catch up slightly, but Bry5, it's super tight lines here, looking really locked in on this track. Why can't I remember what's the 2 gates next to each other called?
Corkscrew.
Corkscrew. There you go. Thanks. The corkscrew, but in Whoop World, most people that are flying Angle take it more like just a spin around. Bry5. Over the top, he has got a couple gates on OG in 2nd. Let's see how Jay does the corkscrew. He also spins around even though he's flying acro. Johnny Fly, after those early bobbles, battles his way back up into 4th. Oh, he might be able to take Jay and Dr. Love at the end, and oh, he does. He takes OG right at the end, but he can't get Jay.
What a race.
Those 2nd through 4th, all within 0.2, 0.3 of each other. Super tight racing. So Jay comes in 2nd. Johnny fights his way up into 3rd. OG gets a 4th. Daylight is in 5th, Pro Dangles in 6th, and Vanadium in 7th. Only 10 seconds from the top to the bottom, and Bright5 had 4 seconds on the field. So,
you guys on overall points for week number 8. Have that here for us viewers at home. There it is. Today's points totaled. We're going to go in order on this one. I have Decepticide sitting in first with 132 points. Second place, Beep Boop Whoop with 117. Third place, 1 point behind Gratuitous Violets with 116 points. I have fourth place as Rabdalorians with 63. Fifth place, Angle Grinders with 53. Looks like sixth place is currently No Cap All Gas with 27, and last place overall is Wild Wild Whoop with 19 currently. And we are going to gear up for heat number 3. Any objections, pilots? Good luck, pilots.
all right. So the top 3 are more or less out of reach here, but Rabdalorians and Angle Grinders battling for that 4th spot, and No Cap All Gas and Wild Wild Whoop for that 6th spot. Don't have the overall scores right in front of me. I think that might matter for Angle Grinders. So anyway, we got Johnny Fly out in front, just ahead of OG Dr. Love, Bry5 in 3rd, Jay in 4th, Pro Dangles in 5th, Daylight in 6th, and Vanadium in 7th. Going on to lap. Oh, Johnny Fly had to go back and get something. He must have missed an activation. Drops him back from 1st to 4th, and OG's got the lead right now. But Johnny is battling his way back up. He sees Jay just in front of him, and Bry5 in front of him going around the ladder. Johnny has a really tight line. He also takes this slalom really nicely, just barely getting the lower part of the activation so he doesn't have to go too high. He's battled his way back up into 3rd. He can see Bry5, but there's only 1 lap left. Bry5 actually takes OG for a second. They're back and forth going around here over the top. OG or Bry5. OG has a quicker ladder going around the final pole. It is. OG gets it done that time. Bry5 must have had a crash. He falls back from 1st or to 2nd all the way down to 3rd. Johnny battles his way back up into 2nd. Jay takes a 4th. Pro Dangles a 5th. Daylight looks like he's gonna take. Oh, Vanadium's right on him, but he does finish in 6th, and Vanadium in 7th.
Yeah, Bry5 hit the pole at the very end and had to go back.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, gave Johnny Fly the. Yeah.
Totally classic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to push to try to get that win over.
I was trying to get OG, and I tried a little too sloppy.
You had him though. You had him. You were right on him.
Let's see, what was that? Yeah, 111.
Still good for your points though.
So far, the fastest time we've seen is a 68.5 out of RailPro last round.
Impressive run. All right, pilots, this is heat number 4. Any objectives? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right. So I'm still on board OG here from last round. He's got an early hole shot, but he's mixing it up with everyone. People popping in and out as he spins around the ladder, goes up over the top. It looks like just a blue drone ahead of him. I can't tell. It looks like he's got the lead, and he does. Going around onto lap number 2. A little bit of a wobbly turn, but still has the lead in lap number 2, just over Jay. Johnny Fly in 3rd, Bry5 in 4th, Vanadium in the mix 2 in 5th, Pro Dangles in 6th, and Daylight in 7th this time. OG holding the lead. Johnny Fly and Jay battling just behind him. They're all stacked right on top of each other. Johnny sees OG right in front of him, and he makes the pass right here, going into lap number 3. OG, Jay, and Johnny Fly are all like on the same gate, and Bry5 is only a few gates behind. OG currently in 3rd place, can see Johnny and Jay just in front of him. You know he's going to be pushing here right at the end. It looks like he has passed Jay, but no, they're all together going into the final. It looks like Johnny has a lead. Oh, OG taps the top of the final gate, and something must have happened to Jay. He dropped all the way back to 5th. OG takes 2nd. Bry5 jumps up into 3rd. Vanadium with a solid 4th that time. Jay finishes 5th. Pro Dangles in 6th, and Daylight coming around, crashing on the ladder, going to take a 7th.
Oof.
Crashing on the ladder again.
Real quick for all of our teams.
Daylight freestyling it up now.
We have Gratuitous Violets sitting at 134. Wild Wild Whoop at 23. Ramblerians at 64. Beep Boop Whoop at 120. Angle Grinders at 71. Decepticons at 144. And No Cap All Gas at 33. So it looks like it is possible. But it's damn near impossible.
Oh, 49, so, yep.
So we need...
Was that the last?
49 points. No, we got one more heat. We need 49 points. That's tough, man.
So Johnny can make it slightly closer, maybe.
Yes, he can. The way he's flying, he's definitely an anchor for our team as of lately. We are looking for heat number 5 here. Any objections, pilots?
All right. That's actually going to be close between Smealand and Leviathan. We got, what, 10-point difference there? So we'll see what that ends up at. Anyway, we are on the 5th and final heat. OG has the early hole shot. Johnny right behind him, and Bri5 switching spots. Jay up in the mix too. Vanadium and Daylight up there also. Pro Dangles and Daylight must have had a little crash. He is currently in 7th. So going on to lap number 2, OG holding the lead. Just a gate or two ahead of Bri5 and Jay. Vanadium in 4th, and Johnny in 5th this time, battling his way back up into 4th. As I say that, Pro Dangles in 6th, Daylight in 7th. OG is looking really locked in right here. He's got a gate or so on Bri5. Bri5 actually pushing up on. Let's watch from Bri5's point of view. As I say that, Bri5 passes them, and they are neck and neck in this final lap here. Bri5 with a super tight line. OG with some bobbles, now in some traffic with Johnny Fly and Jay for 2nd place, and Bri5 well out in front, going to take this heat down unless he has a full crash here going around the final ladder. Let's see who's in 2nd. Johnny, OG going around the final pole. It looks like OG actually gets Johnny that time, and Jay takes the 4th. Vanadium looking to take the 5th. Pro Dangles is right on him. Vanadium does finish up in 5th, just ahead of Pro Dangles, and Daylight in 7th.
So I am going to allow the call for this if one pilot of this heat would like to make the call, as it is a valid reason. Keep in mind, pilots leaving the race in the middle of a heat does cause a lag spike. Result is a valid reason for a team to call a rerun if they would like. Leviticus did leave the room mid-heat there, caused a nice big lag spike. If anyone was truly affected by that, speak up now, otherwise this heat is locked.
Any of the pilots want to redo? I think Bri5 is thinking that he probably wants one, maybe?
I doubt he does. And honestly, I didn't hear any speaking up, so I'm going to say that's a done, sealed deal. This heat is locked. That counts.
Can we race just
Future
because?
reference.
Daylight,
we got to keep moving along.
Making it fancy.
We need to get captains going.
Daylight.
Yo,
Oh man, great
Finishing
racing, everybody. That was so much fun.
that was a ton of fun. That was so fun.
Great racing, and stick around for finals. We'll be seeing which top 3 teams are in. 2 teams are 100% guaranteed in, though. That's Gratuitous Violets and Decepticons. Beep Boop Boop has the potential, very minimal potential, to not get that 3rd place spot, as long as they lock in about what? Oh, they don't even need that much, about 15 points. They'll be good, 16 points.
I'm pretty burned out, AK.
I know you were DCLing all day too, so I mean, I got a grin on my face about it. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
same.
So, room is unlocked. Go ahead and hop in, captains.
Yo,
I
if
watched
I've got
DCL.
that like row of drones just floating in the air, what do I do to get rid of that? Do I just hop out and
I
hop
would
back
just
in?
hop out. Yeah.
Right.
I tried to, and they were just there again.
Yeah,
When you're
I
racing, you don't really
sometimes
notice.
Yeah,
I gotta
it's
call up
weird.
the room, I think. It's like...
It's really weird that it does that, dude.
And maybe if you're like in the room, try to like fly into a corner. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, remember, I don't know if you remember Champs last season, but we had like a full server crash like during one of our races, and then after that there was like drones frozen all along the racetrack for us.
Everywhere. Yep.
So
That was the same for me too. Dude. You'd see them
like,
like
in,
dancing
weird
around
middle
on the ground.
of a dive. Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
have
so
them all
funny.
floating over here by like.
Yeah, I see him actually too. Wow.
Yep, I do too.
It doesn't. It didn't.
Yeah, I
It
don't
didn't
care.
bother me when I was racing though.
I mean, it's like weird, but
Everyone's kind of packed up
right
right at
5,
that
you're
point
flying
anyway.
for Schmielen, right?
Yeah, I'm flying for Schmielen.
Oh,
Sir.
another Schmielen absence. Is he going to be here next week for camp?
I certainly hope so.
Reminder, teams, this is very important. There is no subs in Champs Week. You must have every pilot fly. It's very crucial.
He'll be here next week.
I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he will be. Knowing Schmielen, he's been, I think, all the seasons actually now. So
He's been solid. It's rough for him though, because the time difference is pretty intense.
He's in Norway, so he's got quite the time difference. It's like I think it's like 4 in the morning or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts, 2 or 3, and then he's up for.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Dedication though, to be involved. I like it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I actually have all 7 pilots here.
Does he too?
So I'm locked here.
Yeet. Just comes in with a yeet.
We got Rab in the room. Let me look at the overall.
Alrighty, pilots. We're gonna get things going here. This is the captains. About to round it off, see how we finish things off for our teams here and what placements we can end in overall. See if we can't see a team slide into finals. Other than that, any objections, heat number 1 pilots?
Yeet.
Good luck.
Right now, Rab DeLoreans don't want Beep Boop Whoop to finish, 3 positions ahead of them overall? That would bump them down. Other than that, everyone else is pretty much locked into their positions. On the whole overall series, not on this week. So, but early we got Orange Stuff out front. We got Rab in second. We got Potato, and Rab must have had a mistake listening to that, and he's fallen back to 4th. Levi in 5th, AK in 6th, and G-Man in 7th. So we know G-Man and Levi were both a part of the DCL racing earlier today. So they've been racing all day. But Orange Stuff out front by several gates. He's got a lead over Rab and Potato, who are battling for second. Let's go on board Rab. It looks like he's just past Potato. Potato sees Rab. Rab does a fancy little trick there, it looks like, to get through the corkscrew. And Rab finishes up in second. Potato in third. Leviathan's taking 4th. G-Man in 5th. Drive 5, a tier up again for Schmielen in 6th, and AK in 7th. See what times we got there. Ooh, Orange Stuff 66. That's the fastest time of the day so far. Rab and Potato also broke 70. Some of our faster times.
Alrighty, pilots, heat number 2. Any objections? Good luck, pilots.
Alright. So on board Orange Stuff here. On heat number 2, the early hole shot, Orange Stuff does have Rab, AK battling in there with Levi too. Everyone's switching places, the spots, but Orange Stuff definitely has a little bit of an advantage on the back. He does the corkscrew like a 5-inch corkscrew going over the top and around. Going on to lap number 2, he has a slight lead ahead of Leviathan and Rab, AK in 4th, G-Man in 5th, Drive 5 in 6th, Potato in 7th at this time. Oh, and Orange Stuff goes down, so now Rab is the new leader, AK in 2nd, Levi in 3rd, G-Man in 4th, Orange Stuff falls all the way back to 5th, Drive 5 in 6th, and Potato a couple of gates behind in 7th. So on to the 3rd lap here, Rab is out in front. He's got the lead by a couple gates. AK is a few gates behind. He can just barely see Rab out in front of him. Rab going around the corkscrew. Rab goes a little ins and outsy on the corkscrew and goes around the final ladder and takes the win there for Rab DeLoreans. AK's got a second. Levi, almost got passed for third. Looks like Levi, Orange Stuff, and G-Man all finished within 0.05 of each other. Super fast, but Levi gets the third, Orange Stuff gets the fourth, and G-Man gets the fifth. Bright 5 another sixth tier up, and Potato had some troubles there, gets the seventh.
Update on points violence, no specific order. We have Gratuitous Violence with 152, Wild Wild Whoop with 39, Rabdolarians with 82, Peep Boop Boop with 125, Angle Grinders with 85, Decepticons with 156, and No Cap All Gas with 43. That does guarantee that Beep Boop Boop is in the finals now. There's no way possible not to have the same top teams in the finals. So it looks like it's going to be a battle, though, between Gratuitous Violence and Decepticons, as they are only 4-point difference for that first place finish. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, 3 heats left to go. Any objections, Violence? Good luck.
All right. So it looks like the real battle here is going to be Rabdolarians versus Angle Grinders, only 3 points apart. Also for the top, but that's Bright 5 flying up a tier. He's going to have difficulty at putting more than a couple points on the board in the captain's tier, but you never know what's going to happen. Rab doing his little shimmy, he's in second place here. Leviathan out in front going on to lap number 2, Orange Stuff in third, G-Man in fourth, Potato in fifth, Bright 5 in his sixth position, and AK in seventh this time. So a little mix up here going into lap number 2. We're all finishing up lap number 2. Rab and Levi are right on top of each other going into the third lap here. Levi with a slight edge just ahead of Rab. Super tight lines going around. He's been racing DCL all day and still has these lines locked down. Ooh, a super nice corkscrew there. Ripping over the top, and a little what's up trippy spin to take home the win, even though Rab was only 1 second behind him. Orange Stuff in third, G-Man in fourth, Potato in fifth, Bright 5 in sixth, and AK in a seventh that time.
Feels good to get 2 bets in a row. Finally learning the track.
G-Man finally getting some time on the track now, improving his best overall time, moving up to 10th overall. Oh wait, no, jumped all the way up to 5th. That was what he was before 10th. I think I hadn't updated.
Alrighty, Pilots heat number 4. Any objections?
Looks like Levi took the top time at some point. That must have been practicing before the...
That was actually this round.
Was that just this round? The 63?
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, Levi just gets the new fastest time. Now that he's getting used to the track, it's a really nice split that's over the top. Oh, and goes for the corkscrew, and something happens. Must have hit the gate or something. Crashes down, drops down into 5th place. See if he can battle his way back up. By the time I finish the sentence, he's made it back to 3rd. But Orange Stuff and Rab are out in front. Potato in 4th, Bright 5 in 5th, G-Man in 6th, and AK in 7th. Orange Stuff. Oh, Rab takes the lead over Orange Stuff. His little shimmy on the corkscrew, I think, is maybe the fastest way to do that. I didn't even think about that. Anyway, Rab on to the 3rd lap. Oh, he taps the gate. And that gives...
It's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Rab can always joke and talk while he's flying super fast. But Orange Stuff has a couple gates on him now, and it looks like he's going to take the win on this one. Rab's going to get the 2nd. Potato and Leviathan battling for 3rd and 4th, and Potato finishes just ahead of Levi. 0.05, less than 0.05 difference between those two. G-Man in 5th, Bright 5 in 6th. Super consistent there for Bright 5, and AK in 7th. All right, how many was that? Was that 3 or 4?
One. We got one more to go.
One
points.
Like what is it?
It's with 166. We have Wild Wild Whoop with 55, Rabdolarians with 98, Beep Boop Boop with 131, Angle Grinders with 85, Decepticons with 158, No Cap All Gas with 51. So if Decepticons can get 1st and Gratuitous Violence can get 6th or 7th, Decepticons will slide into 1st. Otherwise, Gratuitous Violets will be going into the finals, guaranteed 1-2 spot. Looks like Beep Boop Boop versus Septa Science is who we'll be having first, but fifth and final heat. Any objections, Violets?
Send it.
We bleed.
Good luck.
We bleed.
All right. So everything pretty much locked down. The biggest change that could happen is if Beep Boop Boop
PB Rab
wins and Rab DeLoreans are they're going to finish up in 4th place here. That would put Beep Boop Boop they would tie them, and then they would get the what's it called, motocross rule ahead. So other than that, all the positions will basically be locked in here as we finish up. It looks like Orange Stuff has got the lead on this one in lap number 2, going around. Rab chasing him down though. Rab trying to catch up with Orange Stuff, going on to the 3rd lap here, around the pole, through the slalom, the underneath, going up the ladder. Rab looks like he's reeling Orange Stuff in just slightly. Rab has a really tight line there where he goes back and forth, going around, cuts just right side the pole, super tight, going over the top. Can Rab take him on the final ladder? He's got him just in his sights. Oh, he cuts it a little bit too close. Fry 5 in 5th, G-Man in 6th, AK in 7th, and Orange Stuff with a win there. Let's see what time we have there. A 64. Very nice. Very impressive time. The top time overall, Levi with that 63.356.
I was trying to push very hard and I just like booped the gate.
You were catching him.
Yeah. Good racing. I saw you popping out in front of me like constantly.
Alright, so 7th overall tonight's going to go to No Cap All Gas. 6th place overall tonight's going to go to Wild Wild Whoop. 5th place overall is going to go to Angle Grinders. 4th place overall is going to go to Rab DeLoreans. And top 3 to be determined. Deceptive Science versus Beep Boop Boop will be your first heat. Gratuitous Violets will be sitting this one out, waiting to fly after whoever wins between them. Gratuitous Violets and Beep Boop Boop. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and open up the lobby and get the track up.
This is going to be interesting. I wonder if anyone has practiced to see if they can do 5 laps.
Definitely not. Definitely have not practiced that at all.
You guys.
Well,
I've heard
our
it's
team
borderline.
has a slight advantage.
I've heard it's borderline.
What are we running?
Alright, so just so you guys know where the recharge gate is, it's facing the multi-GP banner, which is right to the right of you when you launch, but on the other side of it. So when you're coming in that final left sweep, you have the recharge gate right there. That's up to you on if you're going to go around the pole first and then hit it or not. I'm not going to say what I think is the strategy. You guys as a team take care of it.
Final lap.
Hey guys, a little gate there, AK. Jeez.
Yeah.
It is. You know, I've been playing a little too much DCL, getting used to those tiny little freaking Red Bull gates.
I'm going
Nothing
to have
more frustrating when you bounce off the side of those things.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go for a couple of minutes. Could you guys like just wait for a few minutes till I get back?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Yeah, Anakin got Red Bulled against us and gave us a 1-2. It was pretty epic. He was coming in, so he was way ahead, and then he actually made a huge comeback that race. And then Red Bulled it. Oof.
Oh, man.
It was, he shouted so loud in our chat.
Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, FPV Exchange, Velocidrone, Tiny Whoop, Drone Nation, FullSend FPV, Hydra FPV, Beta FPV, Perspective Image, WeBleedFPV, WeBleed, Drone Zone, New Jersey, NewBeeDrone, and Bill's House of Drones. And RailPro, sorry. And thank you for all our sponsors.
Alright. So Beep Boop Boop really wants this win here. Cyans and Violets are locked into their positions for the finals. But if Beep Boop Boop can take the win, they will jump over Rab DeLoreans for that 3rd spot, which is this.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They'll both have 34.
Motocross it.
They'll motocross you guys. They have to win.
They have to win. If they win, yeah, they'll motocross you guys
We have
down.
to just win this. We have to win against.
Overall,
You have to win this
take
race,
first place.
this whole week. You got to finish
Yeah.
it first. Yeah, week 8.
Oh, okay. So okay.
So
you have to win both relays.
You got to beat the Septicines and then beat the Pitches.
We got a mountain. Let's do it.
You can do it, man.
Oh, we have
Mayan Hawk on fire and RacePro, both of them.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how it
No
works, guys.
Spezzy,
All
though.
communication is going to be done via the chat. I'm going to ask you who's launching first, and I need you to type the word ready when you are ready. Once I have that from both teams, we will launch. I will put in the order right now in the chat, too, so you guys know who's flying each.
What's the, Oh, you're going to put it in the chat.
Perfect. Were you just going to ask what I just said out loud?
Yeah. I was like, wait, I think he just said that.
Tier 1 gets to fly all the heats tonight.
All right.
So Captain Tier 1, Tier 5. We got Decepticons and Beep Boop Whoop. Decepticons don't have their Captain. Tier 1, Tier 5. So they're going to have Bright 5, Easy Racer, and Leviticus.
Yeah. And then they'll have Bright 5, Easy Racer, and Reckless.
Leviticus is here. I need Easy Racer. He said he was stepping away. And then we have, what, G-Man, Pro Dangles, and Leafar. Pro Dangles, G-Man, Leafar. Okay, so we're just waiting for Easy Racer to get back. Hopefully we hear from him soon. We can get things going. We can get on time now.
What am I looking for? Let's see. The lobby real quick, Violets.
Up everyone.
Alright. So we are just missing Easy Racer. Excuse me. This is going to be some good racing here. I'm excited. Excited that Beep Boop Boop made it in. Always awesome seeing a team that, well, they made it in week 6, and they made it in week 5, and I think that might be the only times they have made it in. Oh, they made it in week 1 as well. So they've actually made it in four times out of all 8 races. I don't think they've ever made it to the final 2 yet, though. I think they've always come in that third place when they make it, so... Yeah,
No
looks
pressure.
like... oh no, they did make the 2nd place week 1. So they have made it to the finals once. Let's see if they can do it a second time. Still looking for Easy Racer to get back.
Man, baby.
Easy racer, and we'll be good to go. I'll share this perfect photo to the WeBleed Discord here. It is so funny when that happened. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Just, I met up with Gatekeeper and KBD and Wimpy Dog at the bar to watch the Suns game before this, and he just said these nachos are not sitting right.
Oh,
that's a bummer.
Yeah, bar food. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But I do like my nachos, though. I would be right there with you guys.
Dude, you know what's funny? So I thought of you the other day. Yesterday I had my, while we're waiting on Easy Racer here still, I had my suit fitting for my wedding this year.
Yeah, man.
We went and got all our custom suits all, got our, designs all done, picked out our suits and got the, all our measurements and whatnot. And afterwards we went to this place called Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers out here.
Nice.
And best nachos I've probably had, like top 3 nachos ever in my life. So next time you're out here, we're going there.
Oh, most
because
definitely.
I know you love nachos, dude. I think it's their cheese sauce that makes it as good as they are. Because nachos, I mean, you got chips, chicken, whatever, meat, jalapenos, sour cream, guacamole, whatever salsa. So that's like, it's their cheese sauce, man. I don't know what it is about it, but so yeah, I was thinking about you the whole time I was eating them. I'm like, yo, Zotek's coming here next time he's in Arizona.
No doubt.
I'm taking him to this spot.
I'm going to every single, man. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to hit up those Mexican restaurants again, drink some really good margaritas. That was the highlight for me, just to, kind of drive around town, scope out all the good eateries, and just have at it. So, which is awesome. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
What happened with Easy?
All right, Easy Racer, we are going to need you to get the ball moving here. It has been about 11 minutes. Yep, 11 minutes since we finished that last heat there, so I'm going to go see if he's in their team chat or something. So I just hopped into Decepticion's chat. Said that he needs 1 more minute, so he was almost done. We'll be getting this underway in just a moment here, hopefully. This is the WeBleed eSports Whip Racing Series, powered by Perspective Image and Hydra FPV. Prize pool up there on the top right of the screen. Of those viewers at home, these pilots are battling out for $3,501. That is a very exciting prize pool and the largest one at that we have ever seen in a online whip series. So shout out to all the sponsors for making this what it is, and shout out to all of you supporting WeBleedFPV by making those purchases and getting that cash back We're going to go through our sponsors here. You see them here on the screen. Starting at the top left, FPV Exchange. Of course, Velocidrone, where we're hosting these races. We got TinyWhip. We got Drone Nation. We got Bill's House of Drones.
Bill's?
We got Drone. We got right dead center, of course, the host here, WeBleedFPV. We have FullSend FPV. Drone Zone, New Jersey. RailPro, textural aluminum. We got Hydra FPV. BETAFPV. And of course, powered by Perspective Image, also operating Hydra. Greg Gutierrez down in Tucson. If you're ever looking for live streaming services, doesn't have to just be race related, just in general, feel free to reach out to Perspective Image. Take care of all your live streaming needs, no matter what the occasion may be. And Easy Racer, still no Easy Racer here. What do you think? I mean, do we gotta set some type of time limit?
5 minutes.
Okay. So, well, hopefully we'll have him in here then within a couple of minutes. My name is Jeff, just hopped in the lobby. He's one of your announcers here on the series.
Hey.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
We got about 11 whoops to ship out tomorrow. And keep on building and building and building. So if you're one of the pilots that reached out to me, hopefully I'll be getting.
There goes Easy.
Soon. There, me first, ready. Is Easy in here?
Yep.
I don't have him in the lobby. Nope, not yet. Maybe his voice is.
Yo, he's back. We're ready.
I need him in the lobby, though.
Oh, he's not in the lobby. Okay, sorry. He's back in the chat. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. Pro Dangles first, Bright Fives first.
Go, Bright Fire.
Alright, room is locked. I just need to ready up. From beep boop boop.
No pressure.
None at all.
Can't wait to test the champions track.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grind it here for a little bit.
Here we go, pilots.
Alright, so we have Bright 5 versus Pro Dangles. Pro Dangles does not take off, it looks like. Oh, he does. Just kidding. He's right there. I was looking at the live stream watching a different pilot on the ground, but we are both up and racing here. So what do we got? We got Pro Dangles chasing down Bright 5 right now, not far behind. About 2 gates currently. Oh, where does it say that? Pro Dangles has a hiccup and drops down even farther. 5 gate difference here. Bright 5. Excellent performance there, tearing himself up, flying against the captains and putting some points in the bag for his team still, even against the tier up. Representing Deceptive Science.
They're going to do for last week, eh?
What?
I think they're going to try to do all 5. You're going to sit at 3.
You know, we'll see. I think 5 is doable. I definitely think the 5 is doable. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the finish is going to be the crash gate. I'm very curious to see how they're going to hit the recharge. I personally know what is the better route to go with, but I always like to watch it. Pro Dangle skips a gate, has to come back for it, completely forgets about the other part of the ladder there. So we got, my name is Jeff. Having a little freeze up on his computer side. That's why we have a nice still shot of him.
Yep, Leviticus is off and running. So Bright 5 went for 3.
Yeah, Bright 5 went around the start finish and then did.
He did indeed.
I don't think that's optimal strategy.
I am exactly where you are, sir. I think if you are not going to finish your 5, you should hit the recharge first. Reason being, where you launch makes sense because you're right into that.
You have to get there.
But if you do all 5, you're going to want to make sure you go around that pole. And Pro Dangles heads on to his 5th and final lap here. This is going to be the true test. Let's see if he has the battery. He was a little bit behind Bright 5 too, so with the small bobbles means that he would be utilizing more of his battery than Bright 5 did. So let's see here. Pro Dangles is going to be working for the 5th and final lap. He goes down right before the corkscrew. Gets back up. No recharge there to help him keep pushing. You can see that sag as he tumbles his way over the top. If he runs out of battery, it will automatically end the race for his team. Well, let's hope and that he goes around the pole first and then recharges. Yes, he does. Move. And he gets all 5 in. But it looks like they're about 10 laps or 10 gates behind. G-Man Bio now going to be chasing down Leviticus. G-Man, beautiful maneuver there. As he comes around, he is now right on the tail of Leviticus. He's going to be going for that pass here in the slalom. And he almost gets it. G-Man has a little tap. Oh, and he does get it. Leviticus comes around for the recharge. So we got 6 laps each. Now G-Man Bio ahead of Easy Racer, about 7 gates here. Interesting to see here as Beep Boop Whoop will have, I believe, their... Yeah, Lee Farr is going to be closing out the gap here, which is their Tier 5 pilot. But it seems Leviticus is also the Tier 5 pilot. Oh, but they've only been doing 3 and then recharging. That's right. So let's see whose strategy is going to be better. Recharge transfer does add typically 3 to 5 seconds, depending on the size of where the gate 1 is that you go to based off of your launch. So it's going to be interesting to see which route was the better route to take here. As of right now, though, Beep Boop Whoop out in the lead quite a bit here. We have Deceptive Science about to come around and finish up another lap, put another one in the hole. There they go, and they're on to their next. So about 26 gate difference here. G-Man Bio's coming around to finish up lap number 4. He's now into his 5th and final lap. Ladder he goes. Loops his way over the top of the canopy, and Split S is down. And up and over. Here he comes. He's going to be coming around. Very strong ladder there at the end. G-Man Bio's going to wrap around. Recharge. Perfect maneuver. Excellent performance. Beep Boop Whoop looking strong here. Lee Farr on his way. Set off with about a lap lead, but they also still have at least 3 more pits. It's going to add quite a bit of time. But we'll see. I think maybe going the 5 laps is probably going to be better. Lee Farr coming around. He's going to be looking to finish up lap number 1. Easy Racer's now onto his 5th and final lap. Looks like we got about a 15 gate difference here, but again, Easy Racer's going to need to pit first and then launch off. Looks like it'll launch off Bright 5 next. That's going to add time no matter what there. So he gets in for the pit, and boom, next is off Bright 5. He's working his lap number 4 now. 2 more laps to go for Bright 5, 2 more for Leviticus. And Lee Farr coming around with 3 laps left to go and not a pit. Well, safe to assume here, Beep Boop Whoop's going to take this one. Bright 5's going to need to really get in front of Lee Farr here on this lap so he can launch Leviticus ahead. Leviticus will have that full battery as Lee Farr is fighting his battery sag in the last 2 laps. Once again, we're really going to need to see Bright 5 be able to dial in Lee Farr to set off Leviticus with chance here, but the way things are looking, Lee Farr now ends on to his final 2 laps. He's on the lap 4. Boom. Bright 5 recharges. So Leviticus is going to launch with a 8-9 gate deficit, but a full battery compared to a lap 4 battery. So going to be interesting. Will Leviticus be able to pull this off? He is a very fast pilot. We've been seeing some crazy good times out of him. Hopefully Lee Farr is keeping his nerves under control. I know this is a very difficult position to be in right here for him, especially being a Tier 5 pilot at that as well, but he's holding it off strong. He's actually was able to pull away from Leviticus and close or make that gap even larger to about 13 gates or so. Yeah, so Leafar has about a little over a third of a track ahead of Leviticus. So Leafar is going to need a few big crashes here. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's looking really dialed in. Here he comes up and over the canopies, coming into the last descending ladder right, forced right into left sweep. And here comes Leafar in for the win. Beep boop whoop, take your first W. And that is going to be 4:33, 15 lap in the hole for Beep Boop Whoop. Awesome performance there. And there it is, Decepticons coming around for the number 2. So this is Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 now, I believe that ratio. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So Bright 5, Easy, and Reckless. Bright 5, Easy, Reckless. Bright 5, Easy, Reckless. And then we have Pro, RailPro. Pro Dangles, RailPro, Mayan Hawk. Mine first. Got it. Reckless says, I'll go. Got it. All right, here we go. Good luck, pilots. Mayan Hawk versus Reckless. This is the second heat of relay. Second place. We're going to find out who gets third overall. Winner advances to fight against the gratuitous violence out in the lead, who also seem to have just about secured their position here in first overall. Yes, they have, actually. It's not possible for them to get past. So they're going to guarantee themselves first or second place in the overall series going in the championship, no matter what. Oof. Little troubles there for Reckless. He gets passed by Mayan Hawk. Excuse me, Mayan Hawk, Tier 3 pilot. Reckless, Tier 4, but Reckless is subbing in for their Tier 3. Jasus, who is not here, so Reckless is tearing up, which actually makes it pretty fair because Reckless is typically one of the top contenders in this tier when he is here racing each week. So awesome to see that he's able to step to the plate for his team and keep them potentially in this race longer. We'll see. Reckless, Mayan Hawk, both having quite a bit of bobbles here. Looks like Reckless went a little too wide around the ladder and did not trigger the invisible gate. So he had to come back for that, allowing Mayan Hawk to pull about 5-gate lead in the number 1 spot. Let's see what these pilots are going to be doing. Will they go for 5 laps? Will they pit after 3? Mayan Hawk goes on to lap number 4. Looks like he's going to keep. So does Reckless. It looks like Decepticons are biting their tongues from their earlier performance, and they're going to go for that 5 laps now that they know it's possible. And see if that's the difference. It actually probably would have been the difference in race number 1 for Decepticons to beat Beep Boop Boop, honestly. It very well could have been possible. It was a close finish, and they had to pit double the amount of times. Reckless finishes up 4 on the 5. Mayan Hawk finishes up 4 on the 5. Mayan Hawk now behind Reckless. Very good performance here out of Reckless. Let's see how Mayan Hawk can handle this pressure in the end here as he is trying to reel in Reckless. Right as I say that, he goes down. Now he's about 6-7 gates behind Reckless. Reckless is going to have a very strong finish here. As he is descending down the ladder. He's going to hit that left sweep and around the pole he's going to go. Here he comes in for the recharge. There it is, 5 laps in. Reckless hits the charge. And Mayan Hawk around into the charge. There he goes. He's going to launch off his next pilot. So Bright 5's now on his way. Same with RailPro. RailPro, though, gets started about 13 gates back, 12 gates back. So we'll see what he's able to do here, trying to chase down Bright 5 in that number 1 position. Bright 5 looking really solid here, though, as he comes around, finishing up lap number 1 on to lap number 2. RailPro's about to come around to finish up lap number 1 on lap 2. Let's see what that gate deficit is. It was about 12 off the launch, and it's about 12 to 13 right now. So it looks like these pilots are about neck and neck on their pace, just on different parts of the track. So at this point, RailPro is going to really need to hope that Bright 5 has a couple hiccups. It might be Decepticons' race to win here on this one. We'll see. Still a lot of time to go. We're almost halfway through the relay here. Heat number 2 as Bright 5 works his way up the Jacob's ladder right forced. Comes up and over the canopy. Super tight line as he split S's. Here he comes into the corkscrew section. Works his way all the way around it, up and over the canopy piece he goes. Forced descending right, Jacob's ladder finishes up lap number 3 on 4. RailPro. Oh, now Bright5's having a little bit of troubles, having some hiccups, missing some gates. Let's see. It looks like he still has the gap that he needs and wants. So 13 gate deficit between the two. So it looks like Bright5 was able to pull about 1 gate from when these pilots first launched. So again, very close competition here. And we are just watching and witnessing some epic battles go down right now. Obviously, Beep Boop Boop shredding that acro. Bright5 on the angle mode as we are working our way onto our 5th and final lap for Bright5. Looks like RailPro may have had a couple of hiccups there. And boom, we have a 19 gate deficit now between these two pilots. Huge deficit. This is Beep Boop Whoop versus Decepticons. If Beep Boop Whoop wins this, it's over. If Decepticons win it, it goes to decision on what 3 pilots they're going to want to run. And it looks like Bright5's in for the recharge. He sends off Easy Racer. He's going to be closing out the gap here for the Decepticons, and he is a very fast pilot at that. RailPro gets in and he recharges. He's going to be launching his next pilot, which is Pro Dangles, 22 gates behind. 5 laps to go. We're going to need to see about 4.5 gates gained out of Pro Dangles on Easy Racer. Is that possible? The way Easy Racer's flying, I don't think so. But Easy Racer may potentially have some hiccups. We'll see. But as of right now, it doesn't look like that's going to be something we're going to see out of Easy Racer. He is smashing through this track right now, making it look absolutely easy. That's why it's in the name, Easy Racer. It's easy for him to race. Alrighty, and Easy Racer about to finish up 3 on to lap number 4. Only 2 more to go. And it looks like Easy is actually pulling from Pro Dangles here as well. Let's see, it was a 22 gate deficit off the launch. Let's see when Pro Dangles comes around. Oh man, Easy Racer is freaking on rails right now. 28 gate deficit right now. Yeah, Easy Racer is definitely a top contender, as T is coming around to put onto his 5th and final lap with about a 28-29 gate lead. Decepticons are going to win heat number 2. We're going all 3 heats. I like to see it.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
see some good racing.
Send your best. Oh, little bobble right there, but it's all right.
Not enough to make a difference.
Nope.
And there it is. Let's see the time on that. 400.132.
33 seconds.
That's our fastest.
Yeah. Compared to the last heat there.
Insane. Run there. Decepticons take the win in heat number 2. Pilot's choice of 3 pilots. Oh, wait, 2. Right, Easy, Wreck first. And Ready. Man, they're on top of this. They must have done this a few times. Bright, Easy, and Wreck. So it's the same 3 they just ran. Okay. And Wreck is first. Got it. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm pretty sure G-Man's going to cost him. Dangles and RailPro, maybe Lionhawk. I don't know. Let's see. See what they do. Nonetheless, I know G-Man's putting on top of them here. They're discussing it right now, figuring it out as a team. If they're wanting to run Pro Dangles, RailPro, G-Man, or if they're looking to get Lionhawk in this heat. Lionhawk laid down some really good heat there in his qualifying rounds. Might be a decision they're trying to make right now.
I think the pressure is on this one.
RailPro, G-Man, Pro Dangles. That's what I figured. That's what I have set. G-Man first, just need to ready him. There it is. All right, here we go. Pilots heat number 3. This is it right here. We're going to see Reckless versus G-Man. Very good odds. We'll see G-Man pull from Reckless is what we would anticipate. Tier 4 against a captain here in the finals. G-Man's going to try and set his team off with a nice big gap. And maybe that's their strategy, get in the heads of the Decepticons, make them worried by their being back right out the start. Maybe they'll push themselves a little too hard and have some hiccups. I don't know. We'll see what their strategy is. G-Man is a very smart captain nonetheless. Definitely analyzes all aspects to determine what he can do to make sure his team has that up advantage at any way possible. Also very fast pilot on DCL and 5-inch both Velocidrone as well. G-Man Bio, always awesome to have him here and representing the captain for Beep Boop Boop. Currently out in the lead. He's enclosed about 6. Yeah, about 6 gates looks like.
Which is not that bad.
It really is not. Reckless is insane, man. Reckless
yeah, he's doing really good. Just needs to stay consistent, and they really have a chance to pull it in towards the end. These guys have shown themselves, so just gotta hold it.
Yeah, man. So G-Man Bio has been able to pull what about 8 gates now. So really not too much, honestly. He might end with about 10 gates, maybe 12 gates over Reckless at this pace. Let's see here. So G-Man's on the lap 4. There goes Reckless. Yeah, only 9 gates, 8 gates. Yeah. Oh, G-Man's looking freaking dialed right now, though. I'm watching his run, and it's just cool to watch. Super consistent. Every single lap here, just looking so dialed in all the way across the board. So awesome to see as he's about to come around and working on lap number 5. Reckless about to come around. He's about to go on to lap number 5. There it is. 13 gate deficit. Let's see if G-Man can grow that to about 15 gates here on the pass. We'll see. Oh, G-Man actually decides to go for the full spin around corkscrew there. Very interesting that he changed his line on his 5th and final lap. Maybe potentially to prevent a crash, knowing he didn't have as much power as he would like, but he is able to launch his next pilot. RailPro off. Let's see how much of a gap he has once Reckless gets in the recharge and launches off, who I think potentially Easy Racer is going to go. We'll see. No, it is actually Bright 5, 20 gate deficit. Bright 5 also putting on an excellent performance here this evening, having to fly on behalf of his captain, Smeelan, and representing Tier 1 as well. G-Man laid down some nasty 5-lap run. Now RailPro seems to be doing the same thing. My goodness. Oh, just as I say that, RailPro goes down. But the Decepticons are going to continuously need. So they still have Easy Racer as the close-off pilot. And that means Beep Boop Boop's going to have Pro Dangles as the close-off pilot. So here's Pro sitting out about 15 gates ahead. Bright 5 has been able to reel him in about 5 gates since launch. See how this ends. Lap number 4 for RailPro. Here comes Bright 5 finishing up 3s, now into 4. 13 gate difference. Bright 5 still reeling him in. It's going to be an interesting battle to see here at the final. 2 pilots to launch. Easy Racer, very fast pilot, versus Pro Dangles, also a very fast pilot, representing Beep Boop Boop. So we'll see. Here we go. 5th and final lap now for RailPro. Bright 5 is now 13 gates still behind, so no gaining there on lap number 4. Hopefully he can reel in a couple laps.
Oh,
a couple
bubble
gates
right
here.
there.
Yeah,
Nice recovery though.
Goes down slightly.
Hits a gate.
Not enough.
Not enough. Face plant that.
Oh, nice recharge, RailPro, as he launches his final pilot, Pro Dangles. Here comes Bright 5 around the pillar and boom, launch. Let's see the deficit. Here we go. Easy Racer's off. 7-gate deficit.
7
Can
gate.
Easy do it? Pro Dangles is hiccuping like crazy. Easy Racer's now on the same gate. Easy Racer gets the pass on him already. Holy cow, and Pro Dangles is crashing all over the place. His nerves must really be getting to him. Being that closeout pilot is not easy. Easy Racer is a monster, and tonight especially too. So, man, Deceptive Science might edge them out and make their way into the finals with their captain missing.
Oh no.
Man. Oh man.
No.
Oof. Oh no.
Back-to-back double bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, that definitely just sprung Easy Racer. 15? 15
yeah.
gates? Yeah, 15. My math's improving as the season progresses.
It's a numbers game, gentlemen.
Oh, shit. Good stuff, man. Yeah, man, lots of credits to all you commentators out there because it's a mouthful and there's a lot going on, a lot being processed. And, man, and Pro Dangles once again goes down. That pressure, we're going to have to ask him about that. Being the anchor, the last man going, how does it feel?
Can't be easy, man. A lot of pressure on Pro Dangles, and he knows it too. I mean, he knows that he's launching last. He knows that he's the closeout. Yeah, and it's tough. That's, the mind game is half the battle of these races. So, and Easy Racer's on the floor. Pro Dangles just goes on the floor with 23 gates behind. Oh man.
And Mayan Hawk was their, I thought, was their sleeper of this series.
I thought Mayan Hawk was going to get launched instead of Pro Dangles. I'm not going to lie. And the reason I thought that is not because Pro Dangles is fast. It definitely is. But each week we all perform differently, right? It depends on how much efforts we put in. Mayan Hawk absolutely slayed his tier. I think I might have sent him.
That was the deciding factor right there.
Actually, he had a 7-gate lead off the launch.
And that's it, folks.
And here it is. Easy Racer comes around. Will he break the 400? He did. Yes, 391. Deceptive Science pull it off without their captain. Very impressive work there out of the Deceptive Science. So we will see them in the finals against Gratuitous Violets. Up next, I'm going to go yell at the Gratuitous Violets, let them know they're...
Hey, good job, Rabbletorians. Locking in third.
That's definitely a tough pill to swallow. It's never easy being that person.
Definitely
having to be. I mean, I get nervous in my he says is. I couldn't imagine. On top of that, having to be the anchor and knowing that everything is relying on you. It's tough.
No doubt.
OG Dr. Love. And then we'll need Leviathan, who I'll probably have to change colors for. And Scout. Against Bright 5 Easy and Leviticus. Icons in here. We'll change his color. And okay, I have all pilots set and ready. Okay, so it's Cap, P1, P5. I don't even know how Jeff just joined.
Yeah.
I got the room locked. If you joined, that's weird. You must have been in the middle of loading it.
Yeah.
I think that was interesting. I've seen that before.
Looks like the Gratuitous Violets are ready with Scout going first.
Oof. Okay. Oh, if the signs are trying to match that, they're going to send. They're going to send Brad. Okay. All right, here we go. Lead number 1. Good luck. Go ahead, Zotek, take it away.
Nice. Oh, and they're off. Bri-Fi and Scout. Oh, I should switch over here. Or we're gonna follow Bri-Fi real quick here. I actually just jumped over to Scout, so looks like Bri-Fi has a 3-gate lead going in. Both pilots coming in hot. Scout is definitely catching up on Bri-Fi. You do see him in his camera view there. Scout hitting the gate, looking sharp, looking sharp. You know, it's all about consistency, being able, just tight lines right here. You know you're going to be able to get those 5 laps in, but right now it's all about not making a mistake and making sure your lines, you have running tight lines. Hopefully they'll hold those jitters and keep pushing in. But Scout looks pretty good. We're going to jump over to Bri-Fi. See how he's doing. Bri-Fi he's ripping it though right now, folks. Oh, slight little bobble, but 10-gate lead. 10-gate lead, looks like 11, yeah, 10, which is doing good though. It's a nice little start to things. But you know, they do have the momentum going into this final rounds right here. So Deceptive Science, always, it's always best to run with that momentum and push it forward. So we have Bri-Fi going in. Looks like he's going to be achieving his 4th lap here in the finals. Deceptive Science versus Gratuitous Violets. And that is definitely starting Bri-Fi's 4th lap. Slight little overshot right there, but he's looking pretty solid. Let's jump on back over to Scout FPV, Gratuitous Violets. He gets his 4th lap. Scout is, you know, Scout's pushing hard. You got to definitely tighten up those lines just a scotch, man. But he's doing pretty good, very consistent. And that Bri-Fi just finished his 5th lap, and it sends off Leviticus is off and running. So Leviticus has a definitely a lead here right now. So he needs to keep pushing forward, because here comes Scout going into the charge gate, and it sends off OG Dr. Love. Let's jump on to my man OG Dr. Love. No pressure, no pressure. OG's very fast pilot. He had very interesting tight lines, really cut corners. Oh, slight little bobble on that. His anticipation is definitely there for fast boy. Oh, and that, folks, is a face plant, or I don't know if that was just a lag on my side, but he's still looking good.
Okay, come with them jokes.
We got Leviticus still is pushing a substantial 15-gate lead, it looks like, between the two. So Leviticus is definitely holding his own right now, and my remote is talking to me as we speak.
My dog say hello to everybody.
No doubt. Hello, hello. Still 15-gate lead right there between Leviticus and OG Dr. Love, new pilot of NewBeeDrone right here. So representing, it's the hot lap right there, bro. He's starting to dial in.
He's closing that gap, man.
He is. He's closing that gap.
7 gates, 8 gates.
I saw that. He's starting to really fire it up. Fire it up. Leviticus must be having some. But, you know, Leviticus being a Tier 5 pilot, doing substantially well, so it is...
We go lap 5.
So lap 5, and he sees just a few gates right in front of him. OG Dr. Love has cut it down to a half a gate lap, and there it is, possibly the pass right now.
There it is.
OG Dr. Love got the pass. Got the pass.
Leviathan versus Easy Racer about to happen.
OG, no, with the small bobble with the good recovery, though. But Leviticus is right there, though, both going at the same time. Now, this is going to be a race.
Man, Leviathan, though, man. Kid is
Leviathan's
a monster.
Beast. Monster.
Oh, small hiccup, and it goes down. Easy Racer out in front.
Just brings him up by 3 or 4 gates there. Let's see. Oh, Easy Racer goes.
Oh, Easy goes down.
So
holding off
pressure's
Leviathan is
definitely
not
going
easy.
on. No.
I have now beat Leviathan 1 heat in this entire series. Pretty stoked.
Leviathan had another slight little bobble, it looked like. So pressure's on right there, folks. Pressure's on,
Oof,
but Easy,
oof.
you can see him right behind
Yep,
him. Half a
yep.
gate.
This is possible. Come on, Easy. I'm room for the underdog here.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, nice ladder.
Yeah, man. But Leviathan, his lines are real tight, nice and clean. Knows exactly when to turn. But I see Easy still right behind him. He's pushing as hard as he can.
Yes, man.
Leviathan.
Still 2 laps to go.
26. 3 laps, 3 gates, 2 laps left. And these guys are putting on a performance between both pilots. Oh, Leviathan hangs the corner, taps it, goes down, gets back up. Does that help Easy Racer close the gap? No, Leviathan was pulling away though, so I'm not sure what's going on there. He still has a chance. Oh, another crash and bobble. This time allows Easy Racer to catch up. He's 2 gates. Oh my God, these guys are right on top. This is talk about coming down. 2 gates come right down to the wire. So both pilots have been having troubles on this particular run. It hasn't been their best run, but Leviathan is just trying to hone it in, be clean right now, push when he can. Easy Racer, good job. Oh, and a little showboat right there by Leviathan takes the win. Oh, and they're already ready. They're like, Wreck is first.
And they're faster than I am. I can't even keep up with these guys. Look at them. They're just like, let's go, let's go. Ready.
Get ready, pilots.
That is going to be a win to Gratuitous. Now we got 1, 2, 3 going. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So that means I have, okay, let's see here. Reckless is in, Leviticus is out. And then I have Leviathan out, Blunty in, Scout out, Skittles in. Yay. Right, me first, Blunty says, and then I think Reckless said he's going first, right? Yep, first. Alright, we are about to launch. Good luck.
Good luck, pilots.
What do you think?
A little showboating right here.
Now let's see what happens. It's going to be a fun one.
And they're off.
I've been seeing a very strong performance out of Reckless lately, so it's Blunty though. Can never really doubt him.
You know, Mr. Consistent right there too.
Let's see, he's one of those pilots, man. I'm thinking about 2 gates, not a whole lot here as if Blunty finishes up lap 1 race. I say that Reckless goes down, and that has now grown to about 5, 6 gates. Gratuitous Violets, strongest team thus far, points wise. Looks like still about a 5, 6 game lead. Not too much here. Blunty finishes up 2, goes on to 3. Reckless comes around, so 8 gates. So it looks like able to pull 2 gates on Reckless there.
This Blunty's pushing real hard right there.
Yeah, I'm watching his run right now, and my goodness, man, this is very impressive. Like super clean, smooth, and you know, not too tight, but not blown out either. You know, playing a safe route, if you will, making sure that he doesn't crash.
Well, as you say it, announces
it.
curse strikes.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's all about that composure and getting right back on that line and see. Oh no, he definitely lost his line a little bit, but it's all right though. This is what it's all about, you know. And once again, Blunty goes down, and that gives Reckless the ability to cut the gate lead down to 3. So there is a slight little pressure starting to build here because Reckless is right behind him.
About 5-6 gates right now.
Closing the gap. A crash does cost.
Oh, Reckless went down.
Reckless went down.
Wow, that had just went down 13 gates. Oof.
Yeah, that was a long crash.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
This is going to
Blunty coming around.
For
Here comes, he's going to spin around. And the recharge, smart move. Blunty, beautiful recharge there. It's Blunty. He sends off.
OG. And last, the pressure. No pressure, Skittles. He will be the final pilot going for gratuitous violets to see if they could close out. So we'll see how Skittles handles being the anchor.
My personal opinion, probably one of the better options too. He's very consistent. He's like a blunt.
Oh, that he is very.
You know, honestly, even OG2, you could have ran any 3 of these pilots in any order. Okay. Oof, nice.
And we're just need to switch. There we go. Wi-Fi pushing as hard as he can, trying to close the gap here. That is some serious pushing. Very tight.
Man.
You know, it's really interesting how all the pilots, slight little bobble, good recovery, but it's interesting how the pilots, you know, handle and the predetermined, the taking those turns as tight as possible. And it amazes me. It's something that I do need to learn and get better at, and that's will increase my ability. Of course, I'm still getting bit with the jitters. That's just the nature of the beast, you know. It's high emotions.
Yeah, but you are also one of those pilots that has not only been whooping, you know, in multiple seasons, but to look back at the last season of this season, night and day difference. You have gotten insanely faster. So, and I mean, honestly, all the pilots do, which is really cool. I think these series make you into a better pilot, which is really cool to see.
You know, definitely, man. This series I worked on. You know, having more pitch into my my style of flight, so that's definitely helped out dramatically with increasing speed. But you know, it happens. You do give up the stability at that point, but we'll figure it out. And I'm trying to get him more into the tune. So that dropped. OG Dr. Love hit his 5th this lap there, which sends
Skittles
and Easy Race. So we got a 10-gate lead.
Ooh. Easy, which is fast tonight.
Yes, Easy is very fast tonight. 10-gate lead.
Skittles is sitting about 70% throttle in a lot of areas. Easy's smashing those sticks. I think Easy might get them. I think he will.
Oh.
I mean, I want to see it go all 3 races anyway. So.
Yeah, that'd be.
I like those odds.
He's fast boy tonight. Skittles is looking good though, no doubt.
You're very consistent, very tight. Easy is definitely pushing.
He's only 3 gates back.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3-4 gates.
Man, this is gonna be good.
But this is where Skittles definitely steps up though. You know, he always when he knows that when the pilot's right there, his ability to lock in gets better. So let's see if he can hold it down.
I mean, I got so much love for Skittles, but man, I'm telling you, Easy Racer's slapping sticks lately, man. Skittles is that pilot that doesn't really ever crash. He's super smooth and consistent, but he's not. He's definitely watching his throttle, though, is going higher up now that he sees Easy. So look, we're same gate right now. We got 2 laps to go. Easy gets the pass. Oh man, pressure is on.
This is what we race for, folks. This is what we race for.
I love it. I love it. We're in the same gate.
One slight little bobble will determine the winner with it being this so close. Oh no, it springs Easy Racer. As I was saying that.
Gates. Oh, Skittles is flying too fast now. You can notice it in his flying. His stick is all the way to the top now, almost the whole time. You're seeing his flying become a little bit more sloppy, but still he knows what he needs to do to get him, and that's going to be full sticking through this track. Oh man, here we go. Easy Racer takes it. Wow. But, you know, a big problem is the Subscience do not have Smealand here tonight. So, but they're still fighting nonetheless.
Yep, they're fighting, clawing away, man.
You choose, teams. Your 3 pilots. Let's see. Oh, man.
Nice performance right there by Decepticide.
Cap T1, T2. There it is. All right, so that's an OG, a Leviathan, and a Blunty, right? Yeah, because tier 3 is Skittleton. All right, they're doing the same thing. Okay, so Bright 5 easy, and then it would have been Reckless, right? Okay, yeah, Reckless. Got it. Need who first and ready up. Let's get it, gentlemen. Wrecked. It's Blunty. It's Blunty. Reckless. Easy's ready.
Good job,
okay,
Skittles.
man. This is probably one of the closest weeks of relay we've ever had. If I'm not mistaken, honestly, I don't think it's ever gone 3 rounds of both groups ever. I'm gonna look through and verify that. But either way, I'm gonna get this underway and going. Here we go.
And they're off.
There's never been a week that it has gone all 3 heats in both relays, so this is the first time ever.
The Reckless has slight little lead. Slight advantage right now. Just a half a gate ahead of its Blunty, who started off a little shaky. So let's see. There is 5 laps. These pilots definitely will tune it in and hone it in and send it. But Reckless is pulling away. Solid 2-gate lead. Wow, it's Blunty with... it's Blunty with that move over the 10th. Just sprung him. That's a move and a half right there. Watch it's Blunty coming over those... over the tent, over and under the tent.
Yeah,
what a phenomenal move, man! Which gave him the lead at that point. That sprung him. Here he
Talking
comes.
about right here, how he S's?
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't as tight as the first one, but it was an impressive move, which definitely got him that slight little lead and advantage over Reckless. But Reckless is holding on though, so he's definitely been flying, which he had, kind of earned that spot right there.
Yeah, Reckless is getting fast, both in simulator and in real life too. It's awesome to see.
And folks, right after this, we're going to be dropping the Champs track, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Can't wait to see that one. I told the missus, it's all or nothing. Oh, it's Blunty goes down. Good recovery. Bounced off the gate, but he comes back. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to lock myself in the basement and just grind away. It's Blunty got a little sloppy right there, but he's still holding it off. 2-gate lead on Reckless. And there he is. Goes right to the charge gate. Reckless hits the charge gate, and both pilots are off. OG, Dr. Love, and Bri-Fi. This is going to be an interesting battle right here. 2 fast boys on its own. And keep an eye on OG, Dr. Love. Looks like there is a 2.5-gate lead possible right there for OG, Dr. Love. Both pilots need to be consistent. One slight bobble could cost them, could cost the team the W. And you know that Leviathan and Easy are going to be battling it out, so. Oh Jesus, looks like he's coming around for his 7th lap. On lap number 7, that is. OG's looking real solid and smooth. Let's jump on over to Bri-Fi. He's pushing real hard right here. He knows that he's slight behind OG Dr. Love. Bri-Fi is pushing as hard as that whoop can go. His tight turning is really, really good, strong. Did take a couple of those gates slightly wide, a little slower, but he is definitely honing in, trying to cut some time down over OG Dr. Love, who is Mr. Consistent right here, who has been pulling away slightly, gives him a nice little lead. He is on his final lap, it looks like. OG Dr. Love, and here comes Bri-Fi hitting lap number 9. Oh, Bri-Fi with the faceplane off top of the gate, but good recovery once again. Both of these pilots very, very consistent in this series. OG Dr. Love is definitely starting to pull away. Mr. Smooth, the operator over there, hits his 10th, which sends off Leviathan. Bri-Fi with a slight little bobble. Leviathan is off and running. Easy Racer is off and running. And folks, that is a substantial lead right there. We are talking, man, 17 gates? It looks possibly. So, folks, Leviathan needs to crash multiple times. It looks like it's possibly you could put this one in the books. I'm sorry, boys. Decepticons. Heck of a race. He's 26 gates lead right now. OG Dr. Love demolished my man Bri-Fi on that last round to give them this ample amount of gates, this lead. It's dominating right now. You could put a fork in this one. But Easy Racer is pushing as hard as he can. He definitely does not want to go down. Leviathan is lap number 4. Substantial lead still, looking real strong. Easy Racer is just being smooth as possible. Very tight, full throttle the whole way, knew exactly what he needs to do. It's going to be a tough one for them to catch up and make this difference. Got to give it to him though. And here comes Leviathan. He's pushing as hard as he can. He knows that where he is and what he's going to do. Oh my God. Oh, I've got a little delay. That looked like a crash to me, but he has some substantial lead. And folks, that's what it takes. GG guys, GG guys.
All right.
Wow. Gratuitous pilots.
Yep, they did it, man.
Yep, they did it. Gratuitous Violets takes first, Decepticons takes second. Way to go, team.
Wow, that just completed the season, y'all.
Yep.
At least of our weekly races. We have no more weekly races. All we have is a championship left at this point. So
nice.
Wow, awesome racing to watch. Awesome racing to watch. So.
All right.
My goodness. So I do want to say that the first heat, Leviathan was having a couple hiccups. EC Racer was right on him, man. That was so exciting to watch. Heat 2, man. Decepticons came in strong with that W, and then Heat 3, Leviathan, everyone flew good, and Leviathan just kind of cracked out for a minute and just freaking pulled away from Easy and took that W. But wow, that was, just so everyone knows is tuning in, or if you just flew, not only was that an awesome race to watch, one of my favorites hands down, but that's the first time we've ever seen a weekly race go all 3 rounds in both relay races. So that just means that we had a lot more close racing this time around, which was awesome to see. Before I talk to the pilots real quick, just for our viewers at home, I want to go over our entire season points real quick and show where each team is at on their overall points totals, so we know where we're looking at going into the finals. So, and a quick explanation kind of how that's going to work too. So 7th place overall out of the entire season is going to go to No Cap Old Gas. This is just from the 8 weeks. Anything can happen. They're possible to work their way all the way up and win in the championship, but they are going to be going up against Wild Whoop right out the gate. They're going to be the first 2 teams starting things off. Relay against each other. Format only come championships track. It's strictly relay. And Wild Wild Whoop in the 6th. Whoever wins that, we're then going to go ahead and race against Angle Grinders, who are currently in the 5th place position overall in points. Winner of that will then go up against your 4th place overall season in the points, which is Beep Boop Whoop. Be battling out against Beep Boop Whoop. Winner of that will go up against your 3rd place team overall in points, Rab DeLoreans. And the winner of the 3rd place will then go up against Decepticyan, sitting in 2nd. And Gratuitous Violets are going to sit back, relax, build a strategy, probably grind the track together, and guarantee themselves a 1st or 2nd finish in this entire season. And honestly, well-deserved with the overall 53 points sitting in 1st place. So I am about to go ahead and get the track uploaded. I'm going to hop out of this lobby and get that done right now. At the same time, obviously, we want to talk to these teams. Decepticyans came in 2nd overall. We're going to start with you guys, but nonetheless, awesome performance. Fought your way up through the 3rd, 2nd battle, getting the win there, and then pushing it all the way to the final 3 rounds again against the Gratuitous Violets without Smeeland even here tonight. So, I mean, that alone is just blows my mind. Impressive job. Leviticus 113. We were seeing you lay down some good runs today as well. You guys did absolutely awesome, but just barely missed it. How you feeling about this race here this week?
Well, I think I personally knew we weren't going to win as soon as we knew Jesus and Smeeden were missing 2 of our strongest pilots. But we still gave them a good thing. And then I feel like I didn't do the best in Tier 5, mainly because I got dropped off a 20-foot waterfall backwards a little bit before this. But then I got my groove afterwards, so that's pretty good. And overall, I just want to say, I don't know why, but Leviathan typed in the chat, NewBeeDrone is better, but I think BETAFPV is better.
Right on, man. Rep your product proud, dude. Whatever you enjoy flying, there's a ton of great products out there that you can fly, and it's all about what you personally, love. But love hearing from you. Great job tonight, dude. Awesome performance. Well done. 2nd place overall in the series. Obviously, that's a big goal. You guys are guaranteed to make top 3 no matter what happens next week. So you guys got to definitely be excited for that. Keep in mind, you're going to need Smeeland, though. And Jason. So hopefully all your team is ready. Next week's important. We do not allow any subs at all in championship week. That's been in the document since before you guys even started trying out. So if you read the document, you know that every pilot needs to be there next week. Very important. Thank you, Leviticus. Reckless, my dude.
Yes, thank you, Leviticus.
Freaking killing it.
Reckless.
Reckless, the new Jesus.
Yeah, Reckless is like absolutely insane. Hitting that next level, getting fast as heck. Awesome to watch. We were talking about him the whole time. How are you feeling, man? Talk to us a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I knew I had some big shoes to fill in with Jace's being gone. He tapped out about 2 hours before the race, and he had a big migraine and couldn't do anything about it. So, I hopped in, started grinding. I'm like, okay, let's do this then. And then it kind of gives me a good idea of where I actually stand now. So.
Right.
Definitely,
right.
Man.
No, for sure. That's the truth, man. And like I said, I mean, we were boasting you up. I mean, I probably would have made you crash a lot more if you could hear our voices. So we were definitely tooting your horn there. Awesome to see your performance, not only this evening, but this whole series. And just as a pilot, I've personally, me and you have known each other since, way back when. So it's awesome to see, that progression. It's honestly really exciting. So happy to have you a part of this series, and really excited to see how you perform next week in the championship, which track's about to be uploaded. For some reason I can't find it, so I'm just scrolling through to locate it, reading each little one here. Jasus isn't here, so I'm going to go to Easy Racer. Easy Racer, you're insane. I don't really have much more words besides that. You laid down some crazy fast runs tonight. Literally blew my mind, some of your lines. But, I mean, how you feeling about that 2nd place finish?
I'm good. We had half our team gone, and the fact that we were able to perform this well without Jesus and Smeeland was pretty reassuring to me, and I'm excited for championships. That he
definitely
Skittles, that was pretty fun. I had to keep it very, very clean to get past them. It was really, really close. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, my team did awesome. Reckless did awesome. So, I'm pretty happy.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
man,
Well,
great
again,
team effort.
you're crazy. You're getting faster and faster and faster, but at a pace that's really just like jaw dropping. So it's cool to see. Happy to have you a part of the series. Thanks for joining. Excited to see how you laid down next week in champs. And then last but not least, Bright 5 also having to pull a lot of weight himself tonight, flying both tier 1 and captains, even putting down some points on the captains there as well, which was awesome to see. Never easy doing that, going up against the very biggest boys in the game. So how you feeling? I mean, second place without your captain, without Jason. Talk to us a little bit about it.
He had to go get his family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Father's Day stuff.
Not a problem. Well, Decepticons, great job. We're excited to have
man,
you guys.
great job, guys.
I don't doubt that you won't have all your pilots, but the ones of you that are here, I definitely suggest making sure you make that very apparent to the teammates that were not here this week, that they are needed for sure next week, okay? And you guys are in the later rounds too, so I'd assume you're probably not going to fly until a little bit later. We'll probably be a couple hours in before you guys get going, just so you know too. But other than that, great job. And then last team here, first place overall. Not a surprise to see him win. Not gonna lie, I was rooting for Decepticons against you guys because they didn't have Jason over their captain.
Yes,
always like
right.
being that underdog, but not surprised to see you guys pull it off. Starting with Scout FPV, getting constantly faster every single race as well. Talk to us how you feel about this track. How do you feel about the win?
I just want to say thank you to Leviathan because he did a lot of racing today, and I don't know if he could have won this without him. And he was all week, he was coaching me, getting me better and faster on this track, so he definitely helped a lot.
Nice.
It's awesome. Awesome. It's a good captain right there.
Yeah, man.
And,
good leader.
So we sat out this week. We don't have EDOC. I think he's still over here, but he did not fly this week. We got Mr. FPV Skittles, Tier 3. How you feeling, dude? Talk to us a little bit about everything here this week.
I was really proud of our team today. I did okay. I don't think I got to practice as much as I wanted to. I feel like without Jasus there, I had a chance to get some more wins. I didn't pick up any. Reckless came in and shoot me a couple times. But I think our team is just super solid. Easy got me there in the relay. I feel like maybe if I pushed a little more, I could have maybe won, but I probably would have just crashed more. So that was a good race. And then, of course, our top 3 just put it down. So yeah, big thanks to Leviathan. Just we weren't sure if we were going to have him, but when he said that he was going to be able to make it, it was a big sigh of relief that we didn't have to beat the Cyans, or we just knew that we were probably going to get it done today. So.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that too. One thing that I noticed when we were talking about it was, I watched damn near your entire heat on the last run there, or the second run where they were able to actually catch you, and he was able to get past you there in the end and take that W from you. It was funny to see. I was talking about how clean of a pilot you are, how little you crash, as we all know is very true, stands true, always has been. And you go to a point where you knew he was on you, and then you just see your stick at the top. And I was even saying, I was like, you can see his flying is getting, not as smooth as you typically see, but he is freaking smacking the sticks right now, trying to do everything he can to hold them off. And, it was definitely a good, exciting effort, but awesome performance. You guys still stole that win, though, nonetheless. So
I definitely try to keep it as smooth as possible until I know it's either lose or push. So.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that's where you were at, and it was really close. I mean, maybe if you pushed maybe a half a lap earlier, it might have made the difference, but still got the win either way. So that's a good thing, moral of the story there.
Yep, for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Skittles. Thank you for all your effort this season as well. He is a part of the series, as you guys know. Watch it from home. He is one of the announcers, and obviously one of the pilots also competing. So thank you to Skittles. You guys are sitting in first place going into the championship. That guarantees you guys first or second, no matter what. You're going to go whoever wins between Ravdolorians and Decepticons is who you're going to race in the finals. And that's going to be exciting to watch. Just so you guys know, it is best 3 out of 5 until the last 2 teams is best 4 out of 7. That is, you guys are going to need to win 4 total relays. Is what you guys are going to be looking for in the end there. But again, guaranteed first or second. So that's awesome. Finished first overall in season points. So guaranteed that you guys are going to be walking with some money, which is awesome. And again, great performance there. On to One of my favorite pilots. Also, we were talking about it. Me and Zotek were discussing when it was OG Dr. Love, It's Blunty, and a Skittles race. It was like, man, you could really put any of these pilots in any order, and they're all that smooth of pilots. Like, they're all those super smooth pilots that it wouldn't really matter what order you're in. It's Blunty, crazy smooth runs tonight. Awesome to watch, absolutely killer, and fast at that. How you feeling on this win today?
Good, man. The last couple of weeks I wasn't super impressed with my performance, and I definitely did better this week. I definitely put in more practice time. And I'll say as well, like, something that was really helpful, a couple of us started spreadsheeting. E-Doc was doing it, and the Skittles did it a little bit too, but just like every lap I spreadsheet now. And it's amazing watching that and forcing myself to do it. It's helped me out a lot as a pilot. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We had a good race. I'm glad we were able to take another first, and I'm looking forward to the finals.
That's awesome, man. Well, again, well deserved. You guys absolutely crushed it. Not a surprise. Very strong team and a dedicated team at that. I mean, I truly feel any of these teams with any of these groups of pilots are capable of, being able to be in the position you guys are, and you guys just really worked for it. And you've continuously worked for it. Obviously, we just heard from, Scout with Captain Leviathan helping out a ton, which is awesome to hear too. Making sure his team is flying at the max of their potential, maybe changing their lines up and whatnot. But yeah, either way, it's Blunty. Always awesome to have you here. You get to go onto your show and also shout out and cheer another and not only a win for the week, but you also get to shout out, guaranteed first or second place in the series finale. So
absolutely,
that's going to be exciting to see. Can't wait for next week. Track is now up. By the way, track is now up, by the way.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm flying it. It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
I'm sitting on the starting block just looking.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't have to go all the way.
So, but anyways, it's Blunty. Thank you so much, man, for being a part of the series. Truly, we appreciate the support for all you do for not only yourself as a pilot, but just for the community. You're a big reason the community is as great and tight knitted as it is, and you build a lot of knowledge from the tour pilots, and you're always so humble. So it's always a pleasure having you here. And then, of course, we have my boy, Mr. OG Dr. Love. Newer, I know we had a little discussion in the chat earlier. He is a newly added NewBeeDrone team. The size or anything. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he was recently added to NewBeeDrone. We're happy to have him on board, representing, in my opinion, one of the best wolf companies there is out there product-wise. But nonetheless, great performance, dude. You were killing it tonight. I saw round, what was it? I want to say round 2. You had the nastiest 5-lap I think I've ever seen out of you. I watched your entire run. I don't think there was one single bobble. It looked like you put your laps on repeat. Your lines looked exactly the same. It was nuts, but great performance, great win. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I'm going to kind of echo what Blunty said. In the past couple of weeks, I hadn't really been happy with my performance. I'd been struggling a lot with consistency, so I think I kind of got wrapped up in the leaderboard smack, because there's so many fast pilots and the leaderboards have been so crazy. It's hard not to get wrapped up in that this season. So, this week I tried to force myself to not even check them just like I used to, and I just ran multiplayer lobbies and concentrated on not restarting races after bobbles and just finishing cleanly. And I think it helped out in the long run. So
interesting.
And also, lastly, just another huge shout out to Leviathan for sticking it out after a crazy long day of racing and making so that I didn't have to jump in there and race against the captains again. So really appreciate him sticking out to the end with us tonight.
Yeah, for sure. If there's one person out there that's
NG-Man too. They both had long days today. So
yeah, no doubt, both DCL pilots. And yeah, Leviathan though, from my understanding, Leviathan, he flies a lot though. That kid is extremely dedicated. If you guys don't know, he hasn't even been flying, or maybe just hit about 2 years. So he's fairly new in the hobby, but he's very dedicated. He's got a big heart for the hobby. He's out here trying to lay down some heat, and that's exactly what he's doing. So, yeah, we'll tune into him since we're talking about him. Leviathan, great job, great performance. Took TQ in a actual qual run tonight. That was impressive. But how you feeling about the win this evening?
I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's like this whole day feels like a week. So, to end the day with the race win. It's really great, and I appreciate my team cooperating with my schedule, and you know, if I couldn't practice as much this week, or you know, then they were totally cool with it. So, you know.
Well, clearly you proved that you don't necessarily need all that much practice. Obviously, a little bit rougher in the heat 1 and 2.
It definitely was, yeah.
Dialing it in, you definitely were right there where you need.
No doubt.
Oh, this tunnel's back.
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
The wooden, the little like wooden gates tunnel that was in the I don't know. You had it in a track last season.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And you
Awesome.
shrunk this track down, huh?
And quite a bit. Leviathan.
Wow.
So
good job.
I ran out of battery? No.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't finish it.
You ran out of battery?
Well, yeah, I was just trying to kind of figure it out. It was like 150 and 150.
Okay. So there's
Took me
a recharge
a
gate
while
on
on
there.
the... Oh, there is?
Recharge. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
behind the basketball net.
Has to be a recharge gate because it is a relay only track. It's behind the basketball hoop. You either got to dive it or launch it.
Wait, behind the basketball hoop.
Behind the first basketball hoop.
Beside
Right after
the
gate 1.
X.
Right after the X, right after gate 1. It's right at basketball hoop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see if people dive or launch it.
Interesting.
So, is it gonna? So is that gonna be like the where is that gonna be like the pit gate, or is that gonna be like just a standard recharge?
That's the pit. That is the pit gate because it's relay only, and there's no heats next week. It's literally only relay racing, and it's best 3 out of 5 until the last 2 teams is best 4 out of 7.
How many laps on the relay? 5 again? Like normal or 3? 5. Okay.
Yeah, you're pitting. No one's doing 5 laps on this track. So,
Oh, you got one of these Bowser vertical bar or horizontal bars in here.
I'm down.
What a
Deep Blue
track,
might be
dude.
down to scrim later this week.
I like this track.
Yes, this
I took a lot of time on this one.
Oops.
I'm excited.
This cube jungle is fun once I get
love
it down.
it once you know the line.
Yeah. I can tell it's gonna go. Wait, where's after the? Oh yeah, to the bar.
I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm just gonna go to bed, guys. Awesome.
No, look at it, man.
Did you, man?
Man, I got so dialed in during those relays. That was too fun in the end.
Yeah, you were looking good, dude.
Yeah.
I really wanted. So I'm happy that we raced Decepticons again for sure, but I really wanted you guys to make it, G-Man, just because the date started off with China Dragons versus Quad Force 1.
It would have been fun.
It'd have been dope to end with Leviathan versus G-Man.
It was tough. I mean, Reckless absolutely sent it. I feel like that was the. Yep.
Is he still here? You sandbagging motherfucker, troop. Dude, you are so fast.
I do it.
Now. You are so fast, and it's so funny. Like, so the second the second, or I guess the third run, when you were up, if you would have just had clean air the whole time and never seen Blunty in your camera, you would have been fine because you were flying so fucking smooth. As soon as Blunty started pushing you, you could tell you started kind of pushing a little too hard and blowing a few things out. But before that, I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't think Blunty's gonna catch him.
Yeah. You know what my update, I guess my upgrade for this week is?
What's that?
Or my change, it's Miss Monique.
Miss Monique?
Yeah, she's like a techo DJ or some shit.
Oh.
And it's a tip from Jesus. He's like, here.
Nice. Take my power.
Yeah. So
now we
it's
know.
a little bit of everything
Jungle
adding up.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, see, it's
always nice to see the progression of the pilots.
Oh yeah, like
week
Bella
by week
last
and
year.
the season. Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing though, because then after 8 weeks, some pilots progress faster than others. So some make it in a tier, and then by the end of the season, they're just like way OP for their tier.
Yep.
Happens,
I mean, it's bound
happens
to
every
happen.
season, dude.
Yeah.
Bound
There's
to
no way
happen.
to stop
Everyone learns at different paces. Everyone puts in different amount of practice.
Yep.
Oh, I keep thinking.
You ever think about? I had a crazy idea earlier. Where, what if you did it where, however you do the captains or whatever, if they drafted the teams but they weren't assigned a team, right? And it was like you then got to pick the team, right? So like everybody's picking teams and you're putting pilots into different teams.
Oh,
like,
then you shuffle
as
it.
draft picks, right? And then you shuffle, and then like the captains then have a new moment where they're like, you know, it's randomized or something, or or you do it in the correct order. You do it in the and they pick, you know, which whole squad they want to go captain. And so during the draft, you're trying to balance it. So like, if you don't get a team you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's actually one thing that we were actually considering. That sounds cool too. Maybe we can even incorporate that too for like if we do another season the next year or something. But Blunty actually had a really cool format. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I remember.
Oh yeah, you talked about it a weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe it was UOG that we talked about it. But Blunty had a really cool format.
Nice.
I still like
I'd be into hearing about it also. You know.
Yeah, I gotta go back and reread it to see now that we're at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
So, are we doing 5 or 3 laps?
5.
Okay. So, should I set my like the single player for 5 laps?
It's gonna be up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seriously, if any teams want to scrim later this week, except for maybe the teams right in our.
No, I'm honestly I'm down too. If people want to run it right now too, I mean, well, most people are probably still learning the track, so
it'd be fun to do.
Probably a bad idea to do it right now. It's a lot.
Man. I made the best decision at like 2:30 in the morning last night that I think I've made in a long ass time.
What was that?
I was like laying in bed like 2:30. I was all fucked up, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and want like a bomb ass breakfast. So like I went on DoorDash and just scheduled the delivery of IHOP at like 9:15 this morning. So I just fucking woke up, and then like 10 minutes after I'm up, I get a notification saying that my DoorDash is out for delivery. It's like, fuck yeah, get up, make coffee. DoorDash comes in, sit down, eat that shit. As soon as I get done eating, I look up, it's like 9:45. I'm like, fuck yeah, go downstairs, turn on DCL, and just sit there, drink my coffee. Took a little bong hit. I was like, oh man, this is great.
Out here.
Oh, it's just so nice. Just like wake up Sunday morning, like a little like out of it, a little hungover, and just fucking have this. I got some birthday cake pancakes and eggs and
birthday cake pancakes.
It was like pancakes.
Wait, are you one of my kids?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Are you my dad?
I eat like shit, man. I eat like a 5-year-old that doesn't have parents and can eat whatever he wants.
You and Bowser should hang out more. Bowser pretty much eats the gas station food every day.
Oh yeah, that's me. 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
7-Eleven is my shit, man. Like every day. Like I think probably 4 out of 5 days during the work week, I eat 7-Eleven for lunch.
My God, that jungle gym.
Fucking Zotek. Oh my God.
That's a good one.
I finished.
I'm still trying to get that.
I like
going to the jungle gym and you have to drop down and go up, but then it's that hard 90. Oh, I'm like,